two brothers, the two Matsu brothers, had a bit of a heated argument in front of a lot of people before taking it more privately. You guys had some private conversations with a number of different people. Yue kind of coming to terms with what she feels off of Kuni, and what to do going forward. You guys had a tea ceremony that night and talked it over as to what you thought, what could be going on, and what you guys should do going forward. At least a little bit. Toritaka put up a big ward around the Phoenix Scales, just to kind of try to keep, if there's something bad, keep it away. Morimoto, Akihiro, you and Shika had a bit of a morning session as well of just trying to train. I guess I wouldn't say train her nerves up, but trying to help her keep a cool head in some rougher situations that she perhaps isn't naturally very good at. You even had inscripted a couple of young servants to come assist you in like fake attacking you before an actual problem arose, and you had to go down to the village below Humility's Lesson, the kind of castle town outside of it, finding a belligerent Ronin causing trouble. There was an exchange of words between Shikachio and this Ronin before Yu Morimoto decided that he's a big, heavy armored guy with a hammer, and Shika's not quite ready to fight that at this exact moment. He kind of stepped in, realized that it's kind of hard to fight. Well, I mean, Morimoto probably knows this, but you Bear kind of learned it's kind of hard to fight a heavily armored person with a really sharp razor-edged weapon. So you went with your kind of fire weapon and lit that guy up.
It was in fact lit.
It was. He wasn't killed, but he was taken away to undergo judgment at a later time. The two of you made your way back after this kind of interesting morning. To find a few people had arrived here in Humility's Lesson, which seems to be growing ever more crowded these days. Though, again, to stress, the barracks themselves are not that full, so it's not like it's crowded here. But there are some more unique faces that have shown up. A crane and a scorpion, and some of their entourage as well. Specifically, the two people you just saw is this woman and this man. Before we kind of pick up outside there, as I believe, if I remember correctly, like you've been coming in up with Morimoto. I believe Yue is outside, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she's doing her morning routine at a shrine.
Sure.
So she would have saw.
Yeah, you see them kind of arriving with, by the way, Biyushi, Mikaru, and Kakita Jubei also going to meet them. But before we start outside, I want to start inside on two other scenes that are going on. Let's see. Kevin, where is your Morimoto at this time? It's up to you.
Right now, due to just
It's the morning. Mm-hmm.
He was training, right?
Is that in one of the dojos training?
Yeah, he's in one of the dojos training right now.
Yeah, you're not alone. There's plenty of samurai, probably a lot of ones stationed here that have seen you do so, and you train alongside them, off by your own self as well, doing whatever you normally do in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going about that at the moment.
Like,
We'll come back to that in a minute.
Ooh.
But to go back inside for just a second, where two people are still asleep this early morning. Let's see who we start with. Toritaka,
Yes.
your dreams this night have been different
Oh.
in the sense that it's not a lot of randomness, and it's not like you close your eyes and you wake up type of darkness either. You experience a long time with a sense of emptiness, of nothing, of void. Not devoid of time, but just a long time of nothing. And this continues for a while until something finally does come into view. You see a faint greenish light in the distance that you feel yourself kind of slowly pulled towards. And as you are pulled towards it, the surroundings of around this green light are more visible. You see a small black gate guarded by two figures of black shadow.
Oh, that's
Past it, you see a large tower, featureless in the sense that you can't make out anything much about it other than it is a tower. It's hard to explain. It's like you grasp what an object is, but can't really define it. The tower does seem to be fairly tall, though. It stretches high up into the sky. And just above this tower is where that green light originates. And you feel yourself lifted off of what you would call ground level up towards that green light.
so I'm being floated up there?
Yeah,
Or am I like in an elevator?
floated up there.
Whoa.
It's slow at first, but seems to be kind of gaining speed as you get closer to it. You see around this green light, there are wisps of something that also seem to be pulled within it. And you again feel yourself being drawn and pulled towards it. Faster and faster. And you begin to realize that as you get closer to it, there is heat coming off of this. A fair amount of heat that gets ever more filled with burning as you close the distance. You kind of scream out as you feel the heat begin to really burn as you are getting pulled extremely fast into it once you've reached kind of a critical point. And as you feel yourself be pulled within this green and this burning begin to consume you, you wake up. How does he react to a dream like that? Is he someone who just wakes up calmly, or is he someone who does like react bad to bad dreams?
I think he'll react to it like a. How should I say that? It's gonna be a rough morning for him.
Sure.
say.
So does he wake up kind of shouting, or does he just sit up really quickly, or?
Sit up real quickly. Probably has like.
Mhm.
But I think he'll ponder on that for a while. He doesn't know what any of that means or why he's having these dreams.
Sure. You do so. And you head outside, or your room eventually, I assume.
Yeah.
Kind of getting ready for the morning. And not terribly long, kind of in your walk down the corridor, you see a lot of servants moving around, by the way, in the early morning, kind of going about their duties. You also see kind of a woman in a corner sitting on a chair, playing an instrument who looks like this. She seems very friendly. Like there's a friendly smile on her face as she is just kind of playing this and occasionally singing like a one line, like a lyric from whatever song she is singing before kind of retreating more into silence or silent playing.
Okay.
As you are kind of wandering by, she doesn't stop playing, but she sees you and tilts her head a little bit an acknowledgement.
I acknowledge her as well.
Sure.
Have I met her before?
You may have
I-
seen her in like the grand hall, but you've not talked to her ever.
Okay.
You can clearly see some of the lion iconography on her.
Wonderful song you're playing.
Thank you. It's actually a bit of a history of the Matsu in the area. I thought it was appropriate.
Were you also here for? Did you also come for the gathering? I should say.
She nods. I did indeed. I'm a bit of a historian in the sense that I enjoy a good history. I find it makes a good song. And this area has a lot, and I think we may end up with more yet, based on how events are looking.
Say that.
It's a tense time in Humility's lesson. I'm sure you've picked up on that. Tense
Yeah,
times
but
create conflict.
yeah, it kind of just seems like just family bickering.
Family bickering makes some of the best stories.
What was for breakfast this?
Oh yeah, she will kind of grin and she'll kind of just idly chat with you for a minute, telling you, what she had and what the servants provided. And she'll also say that there's a grand hall where a lot of people gather to eat as well. You can go eat there as well.
Oh. Yeah, I think I will.
I'm not an expert, but you're of the Falcon, yes?
Yes. Kind of seems like I'm the only one here, though.
You're a long way from home.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a jarring. It's kind of jarring with everything being 3 times as big as I'm used to.
Yes, how is Falcon life? I've read a bit, but I don't know that much.
It's humble. We're small, very small. Go day by day, pay our taxes. We occasionally do defend ourselves from things that get past the crab.
All the songs that I know of you speak of spirits and ghosts, often in somber tones.
Yeah, it's rough out there. But it's still my home. I want.
I would love to hear more about it someday if you're willing to share.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Excellent.
Considering not a lot of people know much about us.
No, not as much as I feel you deserve. The minor clans very often end up minor in a lot of storytelling.
Yeah, I guess we didn't have a big role to play at some point, so it kind of just went off. So
Not yet, but things change with time.
You think it will change? You think it will change again?
I don't know. Maybe.
You think it'd be for the good or just change?
It's hard to say as of yet. I imagine your clan will help decide that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Your clan will kind of help decide that. You may not be the tellers of your stories, but you do help write them.
I suppose. So I know it may be obvious, but you are of the Lion Clan.
She stands up and bows a bit, and she honestly shows a lot more like emotion, and seems a little more carefree than a lot of the Lion you have met here, who are very intense, right?
Mhm.
She gives a small bow. Ikoma Hinako. I am indeed of the Lion.
Nice to meet you. I am Toritaka Kagayashi.
Kagayashi. Okay.
Toritaka.
Toritaka.
Yeah.
Yeah. She. You gather she knew the name Toritaka and just like like she was just like putting it together, but she corrects herself.
Oh. Okay.
It is definitely like a breach for her to be that way, but she kind of backs away from it. Well, Lord Toritaka, if you would like to speak at any time, I would love to do so. I won't keep you from breakfast, though. It is actually quite good.
Yeah. Kind of smell. I think I smell like pork, bacon, something like that.
Very keen senses.
Kind of have to live it up in.
And she grins and then goes back to her play, leaning back and yeah.
Leah's in the mood.
Everyone always gets in the mood when we play this game. But yeah, you go and do so. I imagine you go to get breakfast.
Yee. My fat ass is hungry.
Do it. Togashi, your dreams are peaceful.
Well, also I'm eating, so like that's why I'm gonna mute a lot.
No, you're okay. When you wake up, and your eyes kind of blur, you are staring kind of at the ceiling, right? And you see, staring down from you, clutched to the ceiling, is that woman, just looking down at you.
I fucking scream.
That's fair.
I scream. I kick my door down. I run outside.
As soon do you just get up and run and take
I
out the
honestly
door?
think I take like stripe or something from this because I
That-
haven't been
that's
doing
fair.
that. I haven't been doing that, and I have to read the thing. I haven't see what it says when I see a ghost. Adversities.
I tried to generate a picture of a like scary woman like on the ceiling. I couldn't do it. Yeah, honestly, he might lose a little bit of glory for this.
The spirit, their agenda is determined by them. When you check, let's make a check to defy this, which is meditation void.
Honestly, yeah, to try to remain calm, I like a meditation void from you. Just like you look up and you take a breath. I kind of think that'd be funny. See if you can do it.
You want me to
Do we all hear him?
We'll see.
Oh,
I
I will
mean-
100% scream.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
I think
Akihiro and I might have trouble hearing it, but Who knows? Maybe he screams really loud.
You know that part where that your assailant got like really distracted during the fight?
Mhm.
This is what happened.
Yeah, it's like everyone's in a fight. You hear, and everyone's like looking back into the window.
And like we look at each other. Was that you? I was like, no. Was that you? I don't
Ooh,
know.
That's a good
Very good.
roll.
Do you have to re-roll any dice when you do this?
Here, I will post the whole thing. just
Yeah,
so-
if you will.
Void poll. I didn't put.
You have to re-roll 2 dice containing a success or exploding success.
Oh no. Reroll.
I'm looking for 2
Do they get to
successes. So
pick?
you could still do it. No, yeah, he gets to choose if he wants to get rid of like the success with strife, the
Keep the
success, or
exploding one.
success.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep the exploding one.
Yeah. All right. Re-roll 2 dice for me. 1 black, 1 white.
Okay. So that is 1 black, 1 right.
Yeah.
So this is a black dice, and this
Okay.
is a no.
Okay. So you're gonna
Explode.
fail.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
he gets to
probably- oh, yeah,
explode.
He does. He does get to roll an additional white because you're exploding success. Okay. Pretty good.
You know,
Pretty
there's
good.
that's 1 strife. Oh man, some strife. Strife it up.
Do it again.
Do
I get to do it again?
it. Yeah,
Twist
it's an
his
exploding
dick and
success.
do it again.
Hell yeah!
I mean, you don't
Tell
have
him, Keith.
you don't have to, but that means you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 successes, so you know. Yeah,
All right.
maybe
so
you
2
don't scream.
successes. You don't like run out of the room. You maybe like shout a bit with the start. You will take the 1 strife from the second exploding
Hell yeah.
success. And as you kind of shout a bit, you actually hear a small shriek from elsewhere in the room as something like crashes to the ground. And
room?
yeah, and then you kind of like the first thing you woke up and saw was that, right? Which is horrifying. The worst possible thing, actually. But as you look around, you see like the door to your room's probably like cracked open a little bit. The sun's kind of pouring in. You slept pretty well, actually, or at least pretty late into the day. And there appears to be a servant, like about cleaning your room, who looks like this, who is has something in her hands, or did until you did that, and just like it crashes to the ground and shatters, like a small like pot or something. And her eyes kind of go wide. I'm so sorry. I'll clean that right up. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Okay,
You see the creature's head kind of turn towards her for a minute.
You know what? Why don't I just escort you out of here? I
I'm
will
so sorry.
Take care of it. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Just wait outside. Just 1 moment, please.
She does. She looks utterly like stricken as she goes and waits outside.
Her head is gone.
Is that thing still staring at me?
Yeah, its attention it was on her for a second when she started talking, but it turns back to you.
I clean myself up because I think I just woke up, so I just clean myself up
You do.
like rapidly. I don't like take care of my hair because I feel like Togashi takes care of his hair, but today we're just gonna have it out long, and we're gonna like lightly brush and just slap on we're slap on whatever clothes I've got around. I just I'm like, it's gonna be okay. We're just gonna, you know what, just let's go for a walk. Yeah. And I just walk and talk to her because I don't want to be near this ghost spirit thing.
True. It watches you like take this girl out of the room. The girl, for her part, when you say like go for a walk, can you roll me a
I'm like, let's do anything else. Let's just
Yeah,
do anything else.
courtesy, honestly, water to kind of just like relax her a little bit because she's so
Oh.
like panicked because she just walked in and broke something that's probably worth a lot more than her. So she's a little panicked. Okay.
Success plus a strife.
Okay. She's just looking at you. I'm so sorry, my lord. I can pay for that.
No,
Just-
no. I'll pay for it. It's okay. I look at her. It's okay. I startled you. It's my fault. Okay, it's not your fault. Fine. Right, but don't tell people that.
Of course. She bows her head.
You have done a wonderful job. What's the equivalent to giving someone like gold?
Well, it depends. Like in this game, there's multiple types.
Like what's the currency I would give if I were to give like a single currency?
If you were to give her like money,
what is a tip?
So let me remember what the smaller ones are called. Hold on. I remember. I know what like the big one is, but if you gave her that, she'd freak out. Like Zenny.
Zanny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure. I'll take her hand. Put a Zenny in it.
Okay. She's a little confused, but we'll take it and kind of keep her head bowed and like probably try to just get away. She's so nervous.
If you need anything, just come to me, okay? Okay.
Oh, okay. And she gets the heck out of there.
And I am gonna just do whatever I want. I'm going outside.
Sure. Yeah. You did not hear me scream. It probably will be like what she rationalizes it as later. Like, he has nightmares. He doesn't want people to know that.
I just go to do literally anything.
Anything else?
Yeah. I might even go. What time of day is it?
Early. Well, not early morning. You've actually slept kind of later, which is why they kind of came in. She just kind of quietly started cleaning. So you're almost in the afternoon for you.
Okay. I'm just gonna see what the others are up to. You know what? Let's go see what the others are up to.
Okay. Just because you guys are all in the same area for the most part, aside for a few. So Chica, Morimoto Akihiro, Kaito Yue, you three are roughly in the same area. You see this kind of exchange happening between some of the Scorpion and some of the Crane. And they're not being like super duper quiet, but it's not like a loud conversation.
I listen in, but I pretend not to.
Sure. Okay. I need like a discretion check. Discreet.
Skullduggery.
I think it's a courtesy check of some kind.
It's like an air type thing. 'Cause air is like sneaky.
I gotta pull up all the L5R pages that we have.
Yeah, it honestly may be like skullduggery air, or something like that.
Let me check something real quick.
It's like a con.
Yeah. How are you guys today?
Doing good.
Doing good. I've been looking forward to this game all week.
I have to.
Me too.
As she's looking that up, Morimoto, Shika, what are you two up to?
Normally
Ye-
Sheikah would be all about figuring out what the hell is going on, but she is dirty and
She is.
sweaty and she has to go get clean. So she's kind of like, she looks at this gathering, she sees UA, and I don't have time for this.
Yeah, so she could just makes her way towards her room, like, but maybe they'll keep the Scorpions distracted for a bit. Gives you some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it says it says under keen hearing they use example courtesy air. Check to eavesdrop as at a distance where you're not noticed.
All right, I'd allow that as well.
Very
It is
cool.
it is a social thing, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Courtesy air. Let's fucking go.
Do it.
Roll those dice.
Roll them.
Roll them dice.
It's my turn to roll.
It is your turn.
3 to 5 business months.
Is one of your pets playing with their bowl?
Yeah, she's eating her dinner.
She's playing with her food. No.
No, she's got like one paw on it as she's like licking the inside of the bowl.
Oh.
She might still be hungry.
Sounds like my cat.
I
There
got
it comes.
excited. Okay, I'll take the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 successes. Why not?
This is 2 strife. All right.
Yeah, I'll take it. This feels right.
Okay. You just kind of try to quietly listen in a bit.
I guess I should say, what's a TN first?
Kind of different for the different people who are around right now. Like, I would say most of them probably aren't going to pick it up on it too. There may be 1 or 2 who have. the
Okay,
vigilance
but
to do so.
me. For me.
For you?
Yeah, what's the TN?
Let me check.
What do I have to meet? Do I have to take these strife? Is what I'm saying.
If you want,
Like
you
if
want the
two's
majority-
not gonna
okay.
if two's not gonna give me anything, I don't want to take it.
Sure. 2's going to give you that most are not going to know, but there are 1 or 2 who will.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do
Okay.
that.
So yeah, you take that and you kind of begin to listen in. Morimoto, just so I know before I continue, Sheikah's headed up to her room. You see this confrontation going. Well, not this confrontation, but this, engagement of two groups talking. What do you want to do? You just got back up here. Your breastplate's a little damaged, not badly, but you did take a hammer hit. You could go work on that. You could wait up here.
Do things seem to be in the spot where I need to be here, or is this
No.
kind of like a?
People are just conversing.
Who exactly was conversing again?
Right now, you see a couple of Scorpion and a couple of Crane. There are some like smaller groups of like Lion stuff talking in corners as well. But the main ones that stand out the most to you definitely are Kakita Jubei, who you have your own reasons for keeping an eye on, and another person who looks like this, as well as these 2 are all kind of forward talking to each other right now.
Just for my own curiosity, was Sheikah interested in Kakita Jubei? Or were they just talking the other day?
Yeah, I don't know
Sheikah
if-
is
yeah,
a
okay.
romantic. Yes, he's beautiful, and she doesn't know if she likes him like that yet. Deer literally strive. Their goal is to marry for love. So he is beautiful. She fully acknowledges he's beautiful, but she doesn't know if she loves him. So it's one of those I have to kind of get to know him better things. So yes, he's on a list.
I think he's also
She
technically
did.
on Morimoto's
I was gonna say
list
she
as
did
well.
also say that he would be your match with the red string.
So
Yeah,
there's a
no,
lot-
like she's honest.
there's a lot
Like
going
she
on.
was perfectly
Yeah.
frank and honest with you. Like he would be a good match. So would Shika Kazuo.
Mhm.
Kazuo.
But I think he was the one that you said.
First.
No, I
yeah.
said both. So
Mhm.
Well, you could say one and he gets a benefit from it, is what I'm saying. Well, that's the one that Derek originally
Yeah,
said.
that I gave the bonus for.
Yeah.
That's right. For if she wanted to like form a bond using experience, that's the one that got that. Correct.
Mhm.
so
Can't with two match ideas, but that was the one that got the bonus.
like if you want to go after Kakita, by all means. But Kazuo will be very sad.
You also, like I said, you see the four of them talking. The two girls seem to be talking while the girls and boys, the women and men are both kind of in the two separate groups. That you can definitely see kind of a familial match between Jubei and this new guy. And the new arrival seems pretty happy. He seems pretty excited to see Jubei.
I guess, but oof, I don't know if I wanted. I have like literally zero option to get strife right now, or else something bad will.
I love the idea of Morimoto going up though, and like it's just a great friendly reunion. Just like coming up, like I'm glad to be here with you guys in this moment. That'd be pretty funny, but it's up to you. Yeah, I know you're pretty strapped up, aren't you?
I think, we'll just do like a simple, like introduction.
Does she
I
want
don't
to go
think
up and
she's gonna like stay out for like a full-fledged conversation, but I think she realized if she never like introduces herself, then she'll be kind of losing out on an opportunity. But she can't stay long enough to possibly have like a longer conversation because she needs to, fix herself first.
Sure. So you go up to the two cranes then? I mean, like they're all in the group, but who are you going up to talk to specifically?
Specifically the cranes. Fuck the scorpions. I don't care. No.
Okay, fair enough. You go over to the two crane, and they both see you, acknowledge you. Kakita Jubei kind of sees you out of the corner of his eye for a minute and just like seems to be focused on this person in front of him. The other one sees you though, and kind of turns and stops this conversation and says, "Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. One of the dragon." Correct. He says that kind of like I think like there's actual uncertainty in his voice.
She'll be like Morimoto Akihiro.
Oh, yes. Then yes, dragon. Kakita Sanji. And he kind of bows his head a little bit, and I think you've already introduced yourself to Jubei, right?
I don't believe so.
You guys met at the wedding.
Did they meet at the wedding? I don't think.
I don't
I'm
think I
pretty
ever
sure
had
they
a
did.
conversation with him.
Mm,
I had a conversation with the Cooney, and I had a conversation with the other brother, but I never had any other conversation besides those two.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
true. I think
I
that's
don't
true.
think so. Yeah, I think the only person who's really talked to him is Sheikah.
And it's actually the other brother who says, and this is my brother, Kakita Jubei. And he seems to snap out of it, but he just bows his head. I've seen you around Morimoto. Nice to speak with you formally.
Yeah, it's wonderful to meet you both. Just thought I'd take the moment to introduce myself. See if we can make a couple more friends out this way.
Friends are very important, says Jubei, and Sanji kind of nods his head. Agreed. I don't have a ton of friends among the dragons, so it is very nice to meet you, Morimoto.
No, I hope to live up to the expectation that you have.
Dragonlands, are they truly as mountainous as I've heard?
Probably more than you can ever imagine.
Huh.
Nothing like I've seen down here in the south.
I've been north, just never into dragon territory before. I've heard it's fairly fascinating.
Yeah, it's very much a different environment than you'd find out here. Out here, you can see the sunset and the sun rising down over the horizon, but once you're deep into the mountains and sometimes in those hidden valleys, feels like the sunset is almost immediate. From when it's noon to 3 o'clock is about all the time that you might have.
That sounds beautiful, though.
It can be, but it also requires a very strong connection with one's family. You have to trust the people around you in survival. When there's less light throughout the day, then there's more time for you to connect with your family in times of need.
He nods to that. That is one thing that we in the Crane also understand is family. He says, kind of looking at Jubei, who nods and just says, "Indeed, we do." Yeah, you see Jubei's actually a little lost for words at the moment in general. Before saying, I'm glad you are here, brother. Yeah, it's good to see you. And Morimoto, I'm sorry, you've caught me at a time where I'm a bit off my game. I would love to talk with you more. Indeed, friends are important in these times. So I would love to speak with you more at a later time. I need to catch up with my brother, if that's okay.
No worries, Kikita. I need to take care of some things anyway after dealing with a rogue Ronin down in the I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, downtown,
The village.
down in the village.
What'd you say about the Ronin specifically? I'm sorry. I caught the second half and not the first half.
That basically that I just need to clean up after having to deal with a rogue Ronin who decided to get drunk in the morning and completely disgrace himself. He regrettably cracked my armor, but, well, he's now in custody and being dealt with, so.
Oh my. He kind of looks at it. Do you need any assistance with hair or?
Oh, I greatly do appreciate it. I like to be the one to take care of my armor. That way I know its exact condition and specification of everything that's right or wrong with it. Helps me when I'm in battle.
I can respect that. I'm the same way with my blades, so I understand that.
But by all means, Kayuta, get to know your brother. I will talk to you later.
He nods. And Sanji again says, "It was lovely to meet you."
Lovely to meet you too, Sanjay. Or Kikita, as I should
Yeah.
formally call him.
Yeah, you do. And Morimoto, you make your way kind of past. And you just hear Sanji kind of a little openly say, "There's so many interesting people here already." And you probably hear Jubei say, "Yes, it's a interesting place." And that's what you get as you make your way. And Yue, you do hear a bit of the conversation. Are you interested in the Kakita brothers or the Scorpions conversation?
Which one seems more interesting? No, I would definitely it would be the Kikita brothers. I'm not worried about the Scorpion right now.
Yeah, you probably hear after they leave. Jubei kind of turns back to his brother. Sanji, well, I'm glad to see you. What are you doing here? And Sanji will say, well, I've been, traveling with Sume a bit, and we received a request from Bayushi to come and visit. Apparently, it's a busy time here right now, and she thought it would be a good idea for. He does say Sumi. He says like a first name of somebody, and he thought it'd be a good idea for her to make some contacts here, and for me to do the same. Seems like a good opportunity. I see. So you're just here to talk to people, to get to know some people? Of course. You sense a bit of confusion from Sanji. Jubei just kind of nods. Okay. Just be careful. This isn't the safest place right now. I don't know what you've heard about Humility's lesson, but there's things going on around here. Like what? Apparently goblins. Potentially worse further inland, from what I've heard. And Sanji says, we didn't see anything on the road. I'm glad to hear that, at least. Come inside. He kind of puts a hand on his brother's shoulder, Jubei does. And Sanji seems to relax a bit. He actually begins to lead him inside. The two Scorpion talk for a bit before the one that has just arrived. You catch like the tail end of it, which is basically this person who arrived. Kind of a higher pitched, faster speaking voice. Just says, "This place is so much bigger than I thought it would be. I'm really interested to see. Have you met either of the lords here? I've heard that one's very serious, and you work with. He's. I'll talk later, B. I'll talk later. No, she would say, "I'll talk later, Mikuru. I gotta." Looks like Sanji's headed inside. So, and she runs by. You sense a lot of excitement.
Yep.
And you don't ever hear Mikuru say a word.
That's fine. I love that.
And yeah, that's the conversation you see. Sanji did not immediately pick up on you. You don't think?
That's fine. I didn't want him to. Yeah, she'll go say hi to him later.
Sure.
But for now, she's just gonna just take care of the shrine. I think the one here is the Amaterasu, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. You do just take care of the shrine for a moment. And to zoom in on Morimoto Ren for a moment. You do your practice in the morning dojo. There's not too much that will happen in here, but there you will hear some conversation among the lion. Specifically the kind of rough feelings on how things in the castle or between the two brothers went originally. They're talking about it. And there is honestly a minority of lion who feel like what Daigo did was like extremely dishonorable and like that's not how you handle a problem. And there are at least a majority in the dojo who are glad that he's at least being like forceful about it and trying to solve the issue. At least in this barracks, in this dojo, you sense Daigo might have a bit more sway. It's not a ton of people in here, right? But it's a few. There's Morimoto just listen to the conversation. Does he have any input?
He tried to slide in for a spell, see what other information he could probably grab up, maybe rumors, something like that.
Sure. How so? How do you go about it? What do you say? What are you trying to gather?
He'll go in. That display was odd from Matsu-san. Do you have any idea what may have happened after they had left us?
After they left, one guy says, I understand the two took their argument private, and then were both laid into by Lady Matsu.
Oh. Really?
From the way I hear it.
That's interesting. I don't think she had it in her.
Have you met Matsuno Rumi?
Hmm.
If that is
Only
your
from-
opinion, I encourage you to.
Maybe. Well, hmm, we our timelines don't really match up ever, as long as I've been here anyway.
She's not here very often. But these are dangerous times. Something that at least I feel Matsu Daigo understands or is willing to address.
He did bring in a fresh kill.
And another one speaks up. Yeah, right into the central hall in front of all of our guests. That is not the activity of a noble. And the other one counters. It's the necessity of a leader trying to display the issue before us openly. He seems to have a few agree with him.
Sometimes such measures, I believe, are warranted. So, whatever helps us get through these trying times quicker would be the best. That's what I think, anyway.
Is Morimoto Ren trying to sway anyone here? Or is it just kind of him just two sensing?
He's just trying to be convincing. He's not trying to sway anyone to anything.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You've been here long enough that they kind of accept your company. When you first got here, it was a bit weird. But
Mhm.
you've been here a minute.
Just-
And yeah. So, to speed things along for a minute, Shika, you go get ahead and get ready. The rest of you kind of finish up your morning activities. There is kind of a gathering time that a lot of samurai use to gather either in the main hall or in several smaller halls. If you wanted to all gather in one of these and talk for a while, you could. There are multiple little tea houses or places to eat where you could go get like a private screen put in front of the, in front of your conversation, or you could just go meet in the courtyard and the gardens. You guys could all meet up somewhere, I guess is what I'm trying to get at, and talk about what you guys would like to do for a minute. I know Shika has plans for later.
Yeah. She shows up. Her braids are not as elaborate as they normally are, but she still looks elegant and braided. You get the feeling the braids are pretty important to her for some reason.
She likes them.
How was
Somebody
everyone's
takes-
morning?
It was okay.
Morimoto conjured a flaming hammer. Was it a flaming hammer?
Yes.
Conjured a flaming hammer and then took out a Ronin twice her size. It was impressive.
Yeah, she's pretty cool like that. It's very impressive.
I was mouthing off. It's partly my fault. So, I appreciate you, Morimoto Akihiro.
I just gotta show you that you can handle it. You're a lot stronger than you think you are.
She kind of is quiet for a bit. Maybe. We'll see. But thank you nonetheless. I couldn't have taken a single hit from him, to be honest.
Yeah, they were pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you need... is your armor alright? Do I need to reimburse you for any of that?
No,
Do you want me to
no.
hold the tools while you fix it?
If you'd want to do that, you could, but I mean, that's up to you. I take care of my armor myself. I don't like when anyone has to. It's just a personal thing for me, so that when I go out onto the field, every piece, every stitch, every metal is where I know it's going to be. I don't have to worry about any surprising pains from a blacksmith who didn't know how to properly work the metal. and giving surprising pains in the middle of battle is what can cause you to die.
I understand. I was just trying to repay you because I was the one that was riling him up, and then you had to do the fight, and I feel like I owe you for that.
Chica, your friendship is enough.
She smiles. I appreciate that. So I admit my encounters with the scorpion are rare. Can someone educate me a bit on the clan? I know there aren't any scorpion here, but perhaps you all know them better than I.
Never talk to them. Never let them know anything about you.
My
Well,
past life agrees.
I'm about to have a conversation with one. What should I know? Don't talk to them.
Yeah, she actually
Just
laughs. She
don't.
says, unfortunately, I've already broken the first rule.
Ooh, what did you tell them?
Well, I didn't tell them anything, but they
Oh, good, thank God.
invited me to lunch. Well, Soshi how do you say that? Takuzo?
Which one?
Takuzo? Soshi Takuzo?
I believe that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Soshi Takuzo.
Well, here's how it started. Soshi Takuzo invited me to lunch and then asked me if he could bring in a lady Bayushi Mikuri. Which was a bit of a surprise, and I am a bit, she searches for the word. It's a little strange to have another person just randomly invited to a lunch. Again, I have...
Don't we know the Bayushi?
No, it's a different Bayushi.
Well, we know
Ye-
of the family,
ye-
though, correct?
Yeah. So, the Bayushi
A
are the
little
big
bit.
family of the Scorpio. You've met one, or you know of one that was when you were in the city of the Rich Frog. It was Wanashi's wife.
Yijin was absolutely terrified of this woman.
Rightfully so.
Like, she respected her, she really liked her, but also was like, she's scary, yo.
They treated the one Bayushi you know of with a lot of wariness.
Most of what I know of the Scorpion comes from a very specific incident that we had known a former Bayushi, and she was the type of person that could make pretty much anyone bend to her will. It's a very scary aura.
Noted. Oh, may the
We also-
kami... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I also knew one who tried to get my friend to take the plans for the Rich Frog off of a architect. So I guess if they ask you to do something, just make sure it's not, gonna reflect badly on you. She didn't do it, of course, but
Chica, for just a moment, before she schools her face, is like, I'm a failure. Like, there's very much an I'm a failure look on her face as she feels like she's been tricked into something. She doesn't know what yet, but tricked into something.
I've been played by the Scorpion somehow.
But she schools her face just like, I will make a point not to give too much away. I will try to make a point to not give too much away.
Just always happen to remember the most powerful words around the Scorpion. No.
It's a very powerful word, yes.
some might say the most powerful.
Well, I appreciate the wisdom.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, as long as you're just kind of going as like an introduction.
That is my understanding of the purpose of this meal, so... She smiles brightly. What have you been all been up to this morning? You heard about Morimoto Akihiro's adventures and our adventures. What have you all been doing today?
I went and kind of paid my respects to the shrine of Amaterasu. You know.
Oh, how was that, Yue?
Huh?
How was it?
Oh, it was fine. I don't really get to see a lot of shrines to her, so it's really interesting.
It sounds like you had a wonderful morning then.
It was really nice.
I slept in. I'm sorry.
He said it was just like a hoarse voice. I slept in. Love it.
Are
I'm
you
just
all
gonna let
right?
that one pass. It sounds like you've had another terrible night.
Is it Togashi
Iori
Iori or
Togashi.
is it Iori Togashi? I'm
It's
so
Togashi.
Togashi Iori.
Higashi
Okay.
Ori.
I think I typed it wrong.
You did it right,
It's just
Higashi.
backwards on
Oh
your
my
name.
gosh,
thing.
I'm so uncultured.
And I look at Rinoe.
Mhm.
You? What have you been up to today?
Exercising and getting just seeing the aftermath of the Matsu incidents from yesterday.
Anything juicy?
Matsu Nerumi did lay into them apparently quite harshly.
The Major Domo? Or no, Daimyo?
I believe so. They both were apparently scolded by her, so just a small one. About yay high.
Sheikah looks like she's out of like small talk to make, to be real.
Sure. No. That's fine. That's fine. You can
He's just staring.
I mean, you guys just enjoying her tea.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have, a nice conversation. If there's anything more you guys would like to discuss, you can. If not, I can speed us along to other events.
You can just kind of. I mean, I'm good with just kind of going along.
Sounds good. Then I'll start with Sheikah for a minute. And then probably go to UA and then move around. So they've got the. All right. So Sheikah, you're gonna go to your meal, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. Did I tell you where it was?
No.
It's actually back down in the village, but a nicer place.
Oh, that's good.
So you
They'll
head back down to the
recognize
village.
me.
Yeah, they will today. You head back down to the village, and you do indeed get some looks on the way as you're walking through. So you make your way to a more well-off restaurant, actually, that exists here. It's not anything compared to like the capital, right? But it's still pretty nice.
Nice.
You see people on the interior. A lot of them, some of them commoners in certain areas, but some of them clearly other samurai. They are separated where they are. You were probably led up to a second floor here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you make your way up, you will indeed see Takuzo sitting at a table. He right now is sitting alone.
Okay. Yeah, she'll go over. Is he wearing a mask this time, or still no?
No.
Okay.
And as you arrive, and take a seat, he smiles. I'm glad to see that you could make it, Sheikah. Though, from what I'm hearing, you might have already been down here this morning.
Yes. It was
Eventful.
eventful. Yes. Morimoto Akihiro was assisting me with some training, and oh god, what's her name? Yokota found me and asked for assistance, so even our Heyman should not be abused.
No, it's the duty of the samurai to protect, actually. So, well done to both of you, from the sounds of it.
Yes, I ran my mouth while Morimoto actually took care of the problem. I feel a little guilty about that.
He kind of shrugs. Well, I found that each have their skills.
She smiles.
You destroyed him socially, she destroyed him physically.
Yes. That's a good way of looking at it. Thank you.
He just smiles pleasantly. Our Bayushi is running a little late. I believe she's potentially bringing a Shosuro Sumi with her. I'm not familiar with her, but apparently the two are getting reacquainted, and Shosuro is has just arrived and is cleaning up.
I believe I saw her on my way in. It'll be nice to meet another.
I've not met her, so that'll be both of us. What did you think of the other night's activities, by the way? I know they probably don't compare to today's for you, but
Are we talking about the rather extravagant display of arrogance and violence?
he grins a bit. If that's how you saw it, yes. I
Well,
suppose so.
Perhaps I'm being harsh. It just seems, from my perspective, Matsu Daigo is not helping his case.
Others might argue Fumitaka is showing weakness. You sense he's just poking you a little bit. He's just trying to get a read on your thought.
Yes and no. But I can see that perspective as well. It'll be interesting to see what both of them do next.
Agreed. I have not seen or heard from either of them. But, well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't immediately afterwards. But one who might is coming to dinner tonight. So, we can ask her.
You know them both well.
Both as in...
The brothers.
Oh, the Matsu brothers. I have known them. I'm honestly more familiar with Fumitaka. He's a polite man. Daigo has always been rather intense.
There's a little bit of a smirk on her face as if to say, like, oh, that's a word for it.
But
she
babe,
smiles. But yes, he does strike me as one who picks a cause and is dedicated to it to a fault.
A bit of the way of the lion, honestly. And as you're just kind of talking, he seems to look past you and make a slight motion over, and you see two figures come and sit down. One of them, indeed, is, if you need the picture again, this woman, Beishi Mikuru. And the other is a younger-looking girl. Probably looks just a bit older than Yue, honestly.
Mhm.
It looks like this, or a variation of this.
So the woman is this is the woman that I saw on my way in to the
Yeah.
castle. Okay. I
Yeah.
stand and I bow respectfully to both women.
As does Takuzo. And Beishi Mikaru speaks first and says, "Apologies for being late. Shosuro needed just a few more moments. It was from what I gather, a rather long trip. But we're glad you made it."
Indeed. I apologize I didn't pause to greet you this morning. It's been a busy day.
From what I hear. And the younger one looks to you and just says, "Chikachio, it's nice to meet you. I've heard your name a few times since I've been here already. Yours and Morimoto?
Yes, Morimoto.
Are you
and-
friends?"
Yes, we traveled. We met at the wedding in the capital and traveled together to come here. So we've spent a great deal of time together, as well as with Kato Yue, Kato, Katie, Toritaka Kageyoshi. And she goes through all the names. Except she doesn't say Morimoto Renoi because they didn't travel together.
Sure. That's fair.
So it's been very interesting to meet with a wide range of other clans that I don't normally come into contact with.
Did you say you traveled with a Kaito Yue?
Yes.
That's neat.
Okay, what did that mean?
Roll me a sentiment air.
Sentiment air. We'll take the exploding success, the success in one of those opportunities. No, wrong dice. So 2 successes and an opportunity.
Hold on.
Shit.
I'm gonna try as well here. I'll take the strife.
Damn it!
3 so far. So she probably says it a little bit better than how I say it.
Right.
In the sense she says it in like that. Oh, you're traveling with the Phoenix. That's really neat.
What is ops? Oops. Oops. What is this?
My ops.
Your ops.
It's all right. So, Bayushu will say, kind of just interjecting actually. It's a wide range of people that we have here, and even wider with your and Kakita's arrival. Why don't we sit? And she kind of sits first, and so you see both Soshi and Takuzo wait for her to do so before they sit. And she kind of speaks first. Shikachio, I think I should probably start by saying I am horribly sorry for what happened to you down in the village today, or down here. But it seems like you and Morimoto did handle yourselves most exceptionally.
I appreciate that praise. I did what a samurai should. She's being a bit modest.
Sure. It has long been Daigo's belief, and mine as well, that there are far too many Ronin around as of late, and I think this was a good example of why. But it is good to see you are in good health.
And very much appreciate Morimoto being able to step in, because that was a rather large hammer.
I imagine.
She smiles a bit at that.
And food is brought to you all, and for a while, it's a very pleasant conversation. So she kind of occasionally chimes in with just like a little one, like he's really good at like little one-liners, little insightful clips, chips to like move a conversation. What does Shiko want to try to get out of this conversation, other than just greetings, just so I kind of know where to steer it?
So Bayushi seems to be in Diago's court,
Mhm.
and does Takuzo's does he seem like he supports Fumitaka?
Roll me a one second. Sentiment fire, I think is what I want, or even like government fire for like theorizing here.
We're gonna do sentiment fire.
So it's in Scholar.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that explosion. 2 successes.
So yeah, you're at dinner with a bunch of Scorpion, who everyone just warned you like be careful around. So you're taking some strife here, just trying to be careful. And what you theorize from him, it just kind of guessing. You don't know this for a fact, but what you think is Soshi may not have Soshi Takazo may not have a dog in this race. He may not care. His goals may be different. He seems to enjoy his position, from what you gather. So you don't really know if he cares who wins.
Okay. I think she would like to somehow get information like, why does Bayushi support Diago versus Fumitaka? Kind of thing.
You could so you just kind of talk to her about that.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be like, so why Diago? But it would definitely steer the conversation in that direction of like, what are your thoughts on the Ronin? What are your thoughts on the goblins?
Sure. Roll me like a courtesy charm, if you would. Pretty good.
Let's see.
Where's my
Well,
girl?
we're
Where's my
going
Scorpion
to
girl?
take the exploding success, clean success, and one of the successes was strife. I'm gonna take that too. So 4 successes.
All right, 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you begin to kind of see the conversation, like how she ends up, like why is she supporting Daigo?
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty honest about it, and she'll tell you, like she begins to tell you, I've known Lord Daigo for many years, actually. He's always been a rather stern, but fair individual, and one who I always thought had a good head on his shoulders. Plus, in my experience, it has been the case that many Lion are unwilling to even talk with us because of our clan. And Daigo has not been so unreasonable, which I respect. I also think that he is handling the current issues that we face, or that this land faces, a great deal more thoroughly than his brother at this point.
Would there be a way to sort of like ask about Kunimoto-zan without like tipping any suspicions with the 4 successes?
Potentially. How do you want to ask?
It would
Potentially.
be something along the lines of, how did he get the Kuni or crab, right?
Yeah, there.
Why would a Kuni support them? Or why do the Kuni support them?
The Kuni go wherever there are Shadowlands problems. And so they naturally came here. But Daigo was willing to share resources and knowledge on the area. He actively sought out the Kuni when he learned he was in the territory. And he's been a good ally ever since. I admit he and I are not exceptionally close, but that is more by his wish than mine. I have no issue with the man. He's just a private individual. As I said, he's actually done rather good work. He's helped us find a number of goblin cells, and there are a few that have needed to be addressed.
How does he find them?
I imagine Kuni magics. They are known to be rather grim individuals, but very good at what they do.
Admit to a bit of curiosity. They are Shugenja like I am, but very different.
Yeah, and one issue that I feel Daigo and myself disagree on a bit is which is the bigger threat lying in wait right now. The Kuni has been very helpful in dispersing some of the Ronin from Daigo's eventual territory, but there are a fair amount of Ronin still roaming the countryside. And they aren't causing too many problems yet, but they might soon.
Is it normal to have this many Ronin in the area?
No, it is not. At least not from my knowledge of the territory. And Shosuro actually speaks up. It certainly is not, but the Lion have suffered a fair amount of dishonorable losses in recent months, have they not? Maybe she nods. They have. A lot of the new Ronin actually came from this area. But it has come to light one week or another that one behaved rather dishonorably.
Is there a common reason why?
Not really that we can determine as to why they're doing that. As to why it's happening now, honestly, I think a lot of it, and I wouldn't speak of this to Daigo or to Fumitake even, but I think a lot of it had to do with lax procedure and lax respect for the traditions under their father. And it's coming to light more now because others have stepped into charge and have begun to expose it.
I think she would frown with some confusion. Their father was lax?
A bit, yes. I don't wish to speak ill of the dead, though. One could say he cared a bit too much for those under him, to the point where he would let certain things slide that he should not have. Actually, I need to make a roll for her on something real quick. One moment.
While you're rolling, she would ask, do you think the presence of tainted creatures might have something to do with it as well?
Okay. Sorry. What'd you say?
Do you think the presence of the tainted creatures might have something to do with it as well?
Potentially, yes. If he was indeed lax in honoring the tenets of Bushido, it is in such situations that the evils of the Shadowlands can seep into society. And at this point, Soshi Takazo actually speaks up. I didn't realize that this area, well, not Takazo, I'm sorry. Sorosumi speaks up and says, I didn't realize this area was having so many issues.
What brought you to this area?
Bayushi. She says, kind of turning over. I'm kind of beginning my excursions out into the world a bit more. I'm going to have to travel a lot in the coming years. And Bayushi thought this would be a good start to start meeting some people. And she turns back to you, or Bayushi looks to you, Shikuchio. A little bit of a smile on her face as she just says, it's not the deer who are just good matchmakers. I introduced her and her husband-to-be.
Was that the crane I saw you with?
It was.
Congratulations. You look
Sumi smiles.
very happy together.
She nods. Sanji's nice.
Okay,
And Bayushi nods.
2 things.
Mhm.
1.
Yes.
What do they want with me?
Roll me, I mean,
Sentiment air?
yeah, send me an air if you're trying to get vibes.
We are gonna take exploding, success, and an opportunity. Three successes.
3 successes? Okay. So what you kind of get, Sumi, the one who just arrived, or, you know, if you've been talking to a little bit, you think she just arrived and just came because Bagayushi asked her to this, you know, this dinner. You don't think she has anything. It shows her, if Shosuro has any desire, like any machinations with you, he doesn't make them immediately evident. Even though he's the one invited, he seems to be just coolly like asking questions and, you know, reciprocating. He seems to just be having a decent time at the moment. But you don't know. I should say Soshi's doing that. Bayushi seems to have a little bit more going on right now. She's kind of been prodding your personality a bit. Just kind of trying to get a sense of you. The only one who seems to really have like immediate like motives may be Bayushi.
Okay. And is Shosuro Sumi actually happy about this union? Or is she just a really good actor?
Sentiment there? 2?
2 successes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use that opportunity for something. I'm gonna use both of the opportunities from last year rolls for something. Hold on, I gotta look at it again. God, I always forget to have this pulled up. Mirror.
I'll say with 2 successes. You don't sense like there's a lie there.
I would like to learn. I'm gonna use my air. My first air success to learn a character. Oh wait. Burp, 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 burp. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my air, the first air thing to learn a detail about one person. I'm gonna do this twice. One on Soshi and one on Bayushi.
Sure. A detail about them?
Learn a detail about one person in your company, such as an advantage or disadvantage of their choice. And I mean, I only have one to spend for each role, so I can only do it once on each of them, and that's what I want to do.
Okay. For Soshi, I think the disadvantage you'll kind of learn about him, and maybe just through this conversation, like the way he doesn't really commit to anything. He's a little overly cautious.
Okay, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Soshi Takuzo. Overly cautious. Okay.
Bayushi, I think one thing you get from Bayushi is she's acting very calm. You sense there is an intensity behind her calm demeanor. Calmness is what she is choosing at the moment, but she has other ways of speaking to people. You think like those people who can just swap personalities if they need to, or swap how they talk to somebody depending on who they're talking to. You feel like she's probably doing that a bit.
Okay.
Her immediate like way she's approaching you is a bit of a mask, obviously, which is not abnormal for samurai, but she's very good at it.
It probably helps that she's wearing one.
It does. But as you were talking, it is Takuzo who will say, this has been a rather lovely meeting. I must be headed back. There's actually a few other people I need to speak with today. As he goes, it's actually Bayushi speaks and says, "Could you by chance show Sumi around a bit more? She didn't get to see a lot of the inners of the castle when she got here." And he bows. Of course, I'd be more than delighted. And Sumi kind of beams a bit, and he kind of offers the way. He does pay for the whole meal, by the way. Takuzo does.
Mm-hmm. I give him my thanks and I tell him I look forward to our next meeting.
He responds in kind. Leaving you with Bayushi at the moment, who does not get up immediately.
There is a slight, she schools her face real fast, but there's just a very slight, raised eyebrow, single raised eyebrow, and then she kind of gets her face under control.
There was something more I'd like to discuss with you. I wanted to do so privately, so she's very good at reading such things.
How can I be of service?
I think perhaps it might be the opposite. I might be able to help you out with something.
Ooh.
I've heard your name before, Shikachiyo. I've been in this area for some time. And your name is not unknown to me. Nor is a fair amount of your history. At least the early parts of it.
So, Sheikah, it's subtle, but she, like, you know when you're trying to look pleasant when you're not, and you smile a bit?
Sure.
I was not aware this was a well-known incident outside of the Deer Clan, and
It's not. But I was around when things were happening.
is she older than me?
Yeah,
Okay.
she is. Maybe she kind of takes that in from it. Like when you like really take in Bayushi Mikaru, she is older than you a fair bit. She's wearing a lot of makeup. But she gives off the vibe she's a fair bit older.
Dare I ask how you learned this?
As I said, I don't enjoy having all these Ronin around. And that has led to me learning a good deal about them, as you should about potential enemies. And I remember the incident that occurred to you a long time ago. I'll be very blunt because I don't think you would like me to dance around this very much. I know the remnants of the people that you, I imagine, are still looking for. There's not very many of them left.
Yes,
They
because my
were.
parents killed a lot of them.
She nods. Many of them died. If not then in subsequent missions that I know they went on. As far as I know, there are 3 left. I'd like to help you get some closure on that.
Why?
A few reasons. Some personal, some not. I don't like the Ronin in the area. I think they're going to cause Daigo problems. 2, it's not out of charity that I offer this. I would like something in return. But 3, I do genuinely feel bad for you, to some degree. I know we just met, but your story is unfortunate.
Oh no.
That's it. You said it. The most powerful word.
Oh no, but in character I don't this is no fuck.
She doesn't say no in character?
No, because this is exactly what she's been trying to do for her
A
whole
minute.
life. Well, since the incident. What do you want in return for this?
Pure love.
Daigo
Yes.
still
Sorry.
needs allies. As do I.
Oh, god damn it.
I need your help convincing some people. The deer are respected. More so than my family is sometimes, unfortunately. If you can help make things easier for me in that regard, I'll give you the names.
God damn it! This is out of character. Just to be very clear.
More internal monologue.
Yeah. Kami, damn it!
Internal screaming, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jesus. She has the perfect bait. I strive to be neutral so that more trust my judgment when I provide it.
That makes you a very valuable ally.
I would need to understand why Daigo is the better choice here.
That part is not hard to explain. And she does sit up again, kind of leaning back, and says, Daigo is the only one of the two responsible enough to manage this area. Fumitaka, respectfully, has not had to train for this at all, and is little more than a child. They may be twins, but they've had very different lives. Daigo is intense, as many Matsu are if you've met a few. But he's earnest. He wants to see things done, see this problem handled.
Damn it, Cairo! No! Eh. 12 pounds just stood on my damn bladder.
If I had to pick one of the two that could deal with goblin threats, Ronin threats, and general management of this entire territory, only one of the two seems capable.
I hear you. I would prefer to meet with Fumitaka so I could get a read on him. I've met with Daigo a few times. I agree with your assessment on his intensity and intent, but I have not had the chance to see the other side. If people are to believe my support, they need to at least entertain the other side. Dude, stop it! Is that not fair? Stop.
If you wish to speak with Fumitaka, I of course don't have any problem with that. It would be good for you to show neutrality.
Stop.
However, I need allies for Daigo at the end of the day. Perhaps this. And she'll kind of reach into kind of one of the sleeves of her kimono and pull out a piece of paper and hand it to you. To prove that I'm genuine. That's one of the three. He's been out of the game for a little while. But at least should prove my honesty in this. The other two are much more active. And much higher up. From what I understand, one of them orchestrated it. But you do get a piece of paper with a name. The name being Ogimoro Wataru.
Wataru?
Yeah, Ogimoro Wataru.
Okay. She takes it and probably looks at it a little bit longer than is truly necessary before she tucks it into her kimono. Am I going to have... you say he's out of the game. Does this person have a family now?
Romy. So the paper specifically, by the way, does have like a name and like an address.
Mm-hmm.
It is in a town that is actually on the outskirts again. Not the same town you visited before, but one of the other ones. And she says, I believe he's in the beginnings of trying to settle down, but he hasn't laid down really any roots yet.
Good. I appreciate this, and once I have had a
course.
chance to speak with Fumitaka and get my own read on the situation, I will definitely... We'll have tea again.
I look forward to it.
Maybe a game of Go.
I warn you, I'm a big fan of that one.
I'm terrible at it, but I do enjoy it.
She nods. It was lovely to actually meet you, Chica. And even if you don't come to see things my way here, it's nice to put a face to the name, and I do sincerely apologize for what happened to you.
She pats where she tucked it into the paper into her kimono. One way or the other, I will survive all of them.
She nods.
I'm not sure Sheikah wants to do any more small talk right now.
No, that's fine. Maybe she actually stands first. And we'll say, thank you for the lovely conversation. And we'll leave.
Yeah, I think Sheikah sits for just a few more minutes collecting herself before now that Bayushi, like, she knows she's surrounded by other samurai, but now that Bayushi is gone and she's technically alone, it's like a fight not to show the emotion. So
Sure.
she's taking a moment to gather herself
Of course.
before she leaves.
All right. Let's cut over while we do that to UA for a minute.
Yes.
What do you want to do? You're kind of going around the place. You have the full castle to yourself right now. You know there's a Kuni wandering, around here somewhere, so you're probably careful. But
Yeah, no, I make sure to sidestep that one. I will. You know what? It's been a hot minute. I think I'm gonna go enjoy the bathhouse. If I've got this castle to myself,
sure,
I'm gonna go hang out at the bathhouses.
Sounds good. You go to the bathhouses to kind of unwind a bit. You can. Let's see who all is. There may be a few other people in here at the moment.
That would be really cool if I went in
would.
here and there were people to talk to.
No, you're all alone. Moving on.
Oh.
Let's see.
Sorry, Jaga, no. This is the women's side.
Strife increases tremendously.
Oh, sorry, I'm illiterate.
Okay.
It's not words, it's a picture. It's a picture.
I'm colorblind.
It's black and white.
I see no gender here.
Okay, I can't argue with that. Come in, I guess.
Fine.
Two. No, she's busy. I always think I make way too many like women samurai, not enough men samurai. Quite the opposite problem. I've actually done the opposite. 1, 2.
You've just
3.
got all the women hanging out with Fumitaka. Which I'm guessing that's where my aunt is.
Mhm.
JK.
Just throw a Sako at her. That'll be fun.
I might have. Hold on. 1, 2, okay. I did.
Oh yeah, let's fucking go.
So yeah, you enter into the bathhouse, and there is indeed already someone here. You're the girl with the phoenix, so you've not really talked too much. You see Asako Mai, kind of long hair, kind of, wet and kind of run down her back, and she's leaning back and smiling as you enter. Very friendly. Kaito Yue.
Oh, hi. Yes, and I bow.
She bows back a little bit.
You're Osaka Mai, yeah?
I am.
It's nice to meet you finally.
You as well. I've heard some things about you from the north. And just around the castle.
Yeah, that was me. And Morimoto as well.
She nods. I'd love to meet her someday as well, or more in person. But it's nice to meet you. Please come in. She kind of motions
Yeah, she was having a moment oh shoot, should I leave?
No,
But yeah,
she motions you forward.
Yeah, she'll get in.
How are you enjoying Humility's lesson?
Oh, it's really nice. I haven't been invited to many castles, so this is really exciting.
I haven't really been to too many outside the capital of the Phoenix territory. Honestly, Humility's lesson is truly an interesting place. There's definitely a lot of work to do here, at least around the area.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a lot different than the Cliffside Shrine, that's for sure.
I imagine. A lot of the Phoenix territory is very cleansed and very pure compared to most of the world, and I'm used to that. This is the job of the Kitsu specifically more than the others, but I have been, if I'm honest with you, rather disappointed in how they've done.
Wait, hold on. What have you found?
I've wandered the countryside a fair deal, and run into my fair share of goblins and even one Mahu user.
Really?
She nods.
That's awful.
It was, but it was dealt with.
Have you noticed this place very strangely just neutral?
A bit, I have.
Do you know what could be causing that? Why that would be?
Not exactly yet, but I have reason to believe it has to do with the corruption I've seen in the countryside.
Do you think it's... What are your theories on it?
My theories are that this is a land with very loose interpretations of Bushido, and that has led to a bit of a moral degradation in this area, which has led to corruption in this area, even among some of the citizenry that I've seen. Not here in the local castle village. It's actually rather pleasant, though I hear there was an unfortunate incident down in the village today, so perhaps it's getting worse.
There was. I heard about that. Apparently a Ronin got very drunk very early on. I believe my friend Morimoto actually dispatched of him.
That's very well done.
Yeah, she's great.
But you're worried about the corruption the same way I am, then, it sounds like. Which is good to hear.
Yes, it just feels really strange here. I can't put my finger on it, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
Yue, do you travel often?
Mostly within the Phoenix lands. Besides the one time I went all the way to the city of the Rich Frog, and then down to the capital. So I get around a bit.
Would you be willing to assist me in a matter? A matter dealing with this corruption.
Oh yes, I can do that. What would you have me do?
There's a village just across the bridge that I've not been able to go to. Apparently abandoned some time ago in the last few months. Some people died, a great many people died apparently there. Near the waterfall. I've heard mentions of a cave there, where they say something lives or lived. But I cannot go.
Okay.
I worry that it is something that needs cleansed. Greatly.
Yes, I can look into it.
I would recommend bringing Morimoto if you can. And if any
There's a
others
few-
are willing to go.
Yeah, there's a few people I could think of that would probably be willing to go.
I apologize that I cannot go myself.
No, that's okay. I kind of figured there's kind of a lot going on right now, especially with the, everything.
There is. And Lord Fumitaka forbade me from leaving.
Why did he do that?
I told you I found a Maho user. I dealt with them rather immediately, and he felt it wasn't my place to do so, or to handle it the way I did.
It wasn't your place to do so?
No, he's mistaken, of course, but he is the lord of the land, and I will not defy him in that way. Plus, I think he means well.
Did he give a reason why? I mean,
He's worried that my presence would unnerve the populace further, which it shouldn't. I alleged was deal with a Maho user, but he insists.
may I ask what your title is?
Her specific title, one second.
I mean, like, what kind of...
What her school is?
Her Inquisitor, yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd you go to school?
yeah. She'll say.
You?
Yeah, Asako Yu. Yes. No, she went to the Asako Inquisitor School. Is what she says. So I'm specifically trained to deal with such things, but he won't let me, which is unfortunate because that means that Matsudaigo's assistant is all that is left to deal with them. And I worry about that.
May I confide something in you?
Of course.
So, I think, like, she's been kind of, like, neck deep under the water for, like, a little bit now. And I think she
Sure.
kind of raises up a little bit just so her shoulder is kind of seen. And she's like, so I have this issue, and it occurred in the city of the Rich Frog, and it's the only other time that it has. There was a demon that we fought, and I was once bitten by one, and now the scar on my shoulder, it's very painful when it's around one.
This is the mark of an Oni on you. She says, kind
Yes.
of just. She like kind of moves a hand over to like touch her shoulder. Do you let her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she'd be okay with it. Just
Yeah, she's
I don't
not,
want
like,
her to like.
Yeah,
she's
she's
not,
not she's not forceful with it, but she like kind of does come over pretty quickly and like looks
I
at
am-
it.
Yeah, she's super uncomfortable with it, but she does let her kind of look at it.
No, she keeps her, her gaze on it for a while.
And I've felt it ache a bit while we were here. And I don't know, it could be just coincidence, it could be just the time of the year, but I would just be careful. I would tread lightly.
This helps you sense curses or sense corruption.
I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, in a way, it's sort of a secondary kind of effect. But it can. It might. I mean, like I said, it might all be coincidence. I've never been bitten by an Oni before, nor have I known anybody else who had.
There are tales in the crab that these things do happen. It's both a terrible curse and an effective weapon. And you say you sense, or it's hurt while you've been here.
Yes.
Then all
It's
the
been
more-
vague, and I haven't really been able to pinpoint it, but yes, it's happened.
Then
I am absolutely like trying to, I'm being a little avoidant there.
sure.
I don't know if you want me to roll anything. For that.
Probably, honestly, a courtesy air to trick.
It's a trick. Here we go.
1.
Yeah, I'll take those two. Because I know exactly where that came from. I got like 10 successes.
Sure. So 1.
All right, 2 opportunities. What do I?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Let me say. I think I get something cool with 2 opportunities. Like,
Eventually.
there might not be anybody else in the scene. Let me check.
Nice. I think it's just her.
Let me see. Intrigues. Trick.
She's actually pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I would like to notice an interesting detail about a character in the scene, such an advantage or a disadvantage.
Sure. Let me find her. Stoof.
I went to the baths to relax, and I'm
Mhm.
just taking strife. It's fine.
I'm trying to find the specific thing that she has. Hold on.
It's the one that makes her not blink.
Yeah, basically.
She's given off the I don't blink. But also, I do have a friend who doesn't blink, so fine.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think what you basically get, I'm trying to find the specific one. But though she is got this super like kind and concerned face, there's just like something unnerving about her a little bit. That just makes you uncomfortable as you kind of just like she's just looking at your arm and then just back at your face. And she kind of
It's not. Yeah, I think like I kind of like sense that, and I'm just like, it's not. It's been cleansed, and I'm not.
No, I can
I'm
tell.
not
I can
tainted
tell.
or anything like that.
Kaito Yue, if there's something that you feel you are worried to tell me, you have no better ally here to tell. I will listen, of course. If you
I-
sense something wrong here, then it is my duty to deal with it.
There's nothing more that I want to do than tell you about it, but I feel like it. I don't want to speak out of turn. I believe it's sort of a large accusation that I don't feel is proper.
She nods. I understand your hesitation. Bushido demands that we be respectful to those around us. However, you are talking with an inquisitor. It is my job to know. If there's something I should know, you should tell me.
Yeah, the vibes are off. I'm sorry, I've been betrothed. No, it's. How about this? If things have gotten worse after I come back from the cave, I will let you know. Or maybe, hopefully, you'll sense it too. How about this? Can I give you a hallway to look down and see if you notice anything strange about it?
Of course.
And I kind of tell her the corridor that the Kuni
Sure. Let me see if she
lives
knows.
down. Yeah.
Let me see if she knows.
The one that's really close to Daigo, not like, like
Sure.
the one
There's a
that's like right next to Daigo.
There's a few important people that live in that area, so that's why I'm gonna see what she knows. It's an earth thing, which is not her best. Scholar's pretty good though.
Ooh,
She'll
hot
take
damn.
Strife. She's okay with Strife. I can sense your concern, even if I don't know exactly who you're talking about. That is an important place. If you don't feel comfortable telling me right now, I understand. You've given me enough to work with, and I appreciate that.
It is nothing against you, by the way. I wouldn't trust you.
No, I understand. You're
I
trying to
just
maintain
don't want to make open
proper-
accusations.
Of course, and that's the proper way to do things, I understand. No fault by any means on that.
Thank you for understanding.
She nods.
So what do you know about the people that live around there? If you don't
Around the cave?
No, around through that hallway.
Well, without going into too much detail, as it would be improper, of course.
Of course.
There is, of course, Matsu Daigo, who lives down that hallway. There is, I believe, Matsu Narumi is not terribly far. Fumitaka usually stays over there, but I believe he's moved. There is the Kuni.
She kind of gets a little lower in the water again.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Subtle. Yue is not.
Look, I don't have high air.
It's okay. Asako, my social is actually really bad. So, hold on.
Is this a Phoenix
It
thing?
would be sentiment. It would be sentiment, so it would be scholar.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, then she might be able to do this. Okay. Hmm. 2. Okay. I think she says this is discomfort, at least with the Kuni. And she just says, they're not my favorite either. People that deal in corruption, we both know, eventually succumb to it. It's the curse of the crab, honestly. They're brave for manning the wall, but all succumb to it or die beforehand. And the Kuni, choosing to actively seek it out in the way that they do. I understand your discomfort. But, as I said, there's a few important people down that hallway. Which one would you like to know about? Or is there one in particular?
No, that's okay. I think that's just. Do you trust them?
Daigo's concern over the goblins I respect. Though I sense his motives might be a bit more focused inward, which is not proper, but perhaps will help us in the long run. He's not... I should still stress that even though Fumitaka has requested I stay here, I prefer him. I sense that he tries to maintain all the tenets of Bushido more than his brother. Perhaps that's improper for me to say, but I'll trust that you will keep that to yourself.
I will. Of course.
I've made my thoughts on the Kuni plain, I think. Matsunu Rumi I respect a great deal. She is as forceful as her mother in all the proper ways.
I get to talk to her a little bit earlier. She seemed nice.
She's a good leader. She does not
I'm
like
really
me
glad to
very
hear that.
much.
Oh.
That's okay. I'm glad you get along with her, it sounds like.
Oh, we just kind of met in passing, but she you know, she
That's
She
not
seemed
the extent of
respectable.
our interaction as well. I gather she may have heard of me, though.
That's fair.
Other than that, she offers, like, if you need help to, like, get clean, she'll help you.
That's okay. That's a little
Yeah.
that's a little too intimate,
No,
but
too much.
I appreciate the offer.
Okay. Yeah, she does
Yeah.
it. Yeah, she will get up and leave. And just that tension in the air just seems to leave with her.
Yep, I relax now. I chill.
You chill. All right. Morimoto Rin, what do you want to do?
Kevin, you're muted.
He is.
Oh no.
Dose.
Wow. No. I'm sad. And I've lost my train of thought.
It's okay. If you have big events or like anyone you want to specifically seek out.
He's going to. Oh yeah. He was gonna go to the boonies. He's gonna go to either a sick house or a sake house
Sure.
to try to get information from there.
What's he looking for specifically?
Anything for any rumors about the Cooney, where they've been hanging out, where they hung out beforehand, how recent
Okay.
changes, that kind of thing.
Okay. I think you try and do this kind of like quietly so people don't hear about you doing this, or
Yeah,
You're not
doesn't
good.
want to get back at the top of town.
okay. I think this is still a social thing.
Yep.
Courtesy fire, probably, insight, or courtesy water to charm information.
Okay.
Oh, either. Water probably makes more sense, but
Yeah, let's do water. Water does make more sense. Our man is charming.
2 successes. Yeah, you get a little bit. You gather the Cooney from what people around here know. He spends most of his time inland. By that I mean like he's in the territory between the scorpion and the lion. That's apparently where a lot of the goblin stuff is found, at least in Daigo's side. And he spends a lot of time that way. When he's not actively hunting, apparently he spends time in Daigo's Tower Lion's Watch. Or here at Humility's Lesson. People here don't like the Cooney, but that's been your experience, like probably with Cooney in general. Like people, like townspeople, do not trust Cooney coming into town. It's usually scary.
Valid. That's valid. Interesting. He'll hang around that area for some time.
Sure,
See who might, any people of interest who might wander by.
sure. People of interest that might wander by. Not here, I don't think.
Mhm.
Not this exact moment. But you do. You kind of sit down in town for a little bit. Togashi, Toritaka, Morimoto, Akihiro. I'm just gonna ask all 3 of you just to kind of move along because I'm moving at a bit of a slower pace than I meant to. Anything you 3 want to really look forward to? Any conversations you guys want to have with anybody?
Not really conversations. I want to lower my strife though.
Sure,
So-
that'll actually reset to half at the at the beginning of the next scene. If you want to get it lower, then you could spend some time doing that. I would allow that.
Yeah, spend some time doing that.
Okay. I believe you need like a meditation void check or to engage in one of your passions.
Oh, I want to go to the stables and show off my egg.
All right. So Toritaka begins showing off his egg to people.
Like a
You love this egg.
penguin.
You love this egg. It's your favorite thing. And honestly, it's some of the commoners that actually really like the egg. They're very interested in it. And like you maybe or start showing it like to a samurai or some others, and then like some of the times people like look around. Yeah, it's unique. It's something different, and like your whole attire is different. You just seem very different to the lion territory, and they enjoy it.
Probably the one and only deer they'll ever, or not falcon they'll ever.
Yep. Togashi, what about you?
Probably don't do too much. The only thing besides, looking for clues to I actually don't know how I would even go about looking for clues.
It's up to you.
But I want to make sure that servant girl is okay. I feel bad. I hope she doesn't feel like
She's okay. You make her nervous when you're around because she doesn't know what what your end goal is. But if you're just trying to keep her like pacified, she kind of comes to the conclusion you think that you're trying to make sure that no one thinks less of you.
Oh my gosh. It's not
And
even
so that seems to calm her down actually.
well,
She's
as
like-
long as she feels better.
He wouldn't turn me in. It'd be suicide for him. Um, that seems to be the thought process she seems to be having. But by the end of your conversations with her, she's doing better.
Okay,
Um,
good.
And Akihiro, you're kind of just fixing up your armor, right? Brr.
Then you're bear.
Sorry, I was muted. So yeah, I'd definitely be fixing up my armor to my best of my ability, which also remove 3 strife from myself, and
Heck yeah.
then also reducing any strife that I possibly could to around the time of when UA is probably done with her conversation with Mai. And
Sure.
I'll probably look to have the conversation with UA, and then after that, have the conversation with Chica to see how her scorpion thing went.
So you're gonna go seek out UA in a little bit. Okay. So
Hmm.
at the end of that like big scene, you should reduce your strife to half, and then reduce it, I think, by 3 from your foraging after you've reduced it to half.
Half of my total or half of my current strife?
Half of your total, like max, and then 3 more additionally to that from your fixing your armor.
Do I
Perfect, love that.
reduce any of my strife?
So that's the same for you, Tortaka. At the end of the
Awesome.
like scene, you should be half and
Mhm.
then reduced by 3.
Cool.
Same for pretty much everybody. It's kind of how that works. Or it should be like end of day technically, but I think I never did yours, so it's fine. But yeah, Morimoto, you go to find UA.
You find her in the baths.
You do, or perhaps when she's getting out, if you don't go looking for specifically in the bathhouse. Up to you though. I'm okay to do the scene wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do like a quick. Yeah, let's just do it in the bathhouse.
Sure, you
I just-
go.
Find.
I like the
UA.
idea of Morimoto like I gotta find UA. I can't find her anywhere. I'm gonna take a bath, then I'll try to find her, and then you find UA in the bathhouse.
You know,
Like,
it's perfect.
I love it. So yeah, you find her inside, kind of relaxing.
Oh,
No.
Morimoto.
UA, that's a very surprised to see you here. I was just
Yeah,
coming to kind of relax after the morning's festivities.
Yeah, you've kind of had a busy morning. Oh, there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ooh, by all means.
Something that kind of occurred to me. I don't know. So, you know how you keep having your dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you keep seeing yourself kind of in situations that you haven't been, but the witch is there and everything.
Yeah.
This is kind of a long shot, but do you think it could be like something from a past life?
They're based on my memory of my dreams. Would I be able to incline any sort of like dragon iconography on myself?
Roll me a void check of some kind. You're trying to sense if like this is a past life thing, or
Yeah, just to see, do I have any memory of this being like a? Because I'd assume if this were to be a past life memory, it'd probably be someone from the Dragonlands that.
roll me theology void.
Love that. I'm good at theology. Not the greatest of void though.
Can I give her
Yeah, allow
another
it.
skill die since I'm kind of bringing it
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, allow it.
Take another skill die.
Skill dice 1.
It's okay.
Oh, I tried.
So you can take 3 successes. You'll take 3 strife.
I mean, it makes sense why I'd take the strife.
You're sure.
So what I'll do just because I do want to know this information. I'll take the 3 successes, but I'll use... No, I can't do that, because I have to take the opportunity to reduce the strife, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll
So you
take
have
2 successes, 1 being a critical success, reduce 1 strife. So I only have 1 strife,
Okay, I like that.
and a critical success, which means I get to roll another skill dice.
Yep. I like it. It's a good play. Another successful
Hey.
strife.
So I'll have 3 total successes and 2 more strife, which I don't
Yeah, it works
love,
out.
but
No, that still
makes
wasn't a
sense.
wasn't a bad play. 3 successes. You don't feel like it's a past life. But the more you've kind of thought about it, the more your personality seems different. Just the way you handle things. Like the way you handled things in the past versus now. Like the memories that you have seem like you were a lot more serious of a person. Like you like to joke and have some fun and flirt around. I feel like maybe you didn't enjoy that as much.
It can never be her.
But you don't feel like it's a
So-
totally different life. It's just you feel like you were maybe a bit
different. So it was definitely me, just a different,
yeah,
older version of myself.
or just yeah. Maybe some have different experiences. If that makes sense. Or had some experiences that you don't remember now.
I definitely have thought about that because some of the memories may have led to that, but it more just seems like it's a part of myself that I don't. Somebody I used to be, maybe. It's just, it was this very serious person who had seemed like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders. And I somewhat to this extent feel this way now, but I think maybe with time there's come more levity.
I get that. That makes sense. Hmm. Interesting. Have you had any more dreams like that recently?
Not recently. Not Derek. Have I had any other dreams? Like that?
Not recently.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, not recently, which is a bit odd. There's been kind of a calm.
Yeah, there has. Especially when you got to this place. You felt it less.
Derek, when I was in the city of the Rich Frog, was it the same as well? Like the dreams?
No, you
kinda
felt it.
stopped?
No, you felt it probably honestly a little more while you were there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like when we were in the city of the Rich Frog together and everything was happening, it felt more like I was getting more dreams. But now that I come here and spend time here, it's almost like there's less dreams. I don't know if there's something blocking them.
Interesting. Okay.
No, so maybe something we need to talk to Toritaka and Togashi about. They know a lot about ghosts and other things. Maybe they have some sort of ward or...
Yeah, they might have some other kind of perspectives on this. I don't think it'd be bad to ask them.
It's just hard. A lot of this stuff is like very personal stuff to me, and requires to give a lot of myself to people that I don't really quite know yet.
Well, we don't have to do it right now. Can always kind of wait on that. And who knows, maybe it'll pop up at some point. We don't have to tell anyone, but it was just a thought I had.
Appreciate it. What about you? What's been going on? You seemed a little bit maybe flustered was when I walked in. Or
I got to talk to Asako Mai a little bit. She also kind of has noticed weird stuff going on.
did she
thinks it
say she
has
wanted to talk to me again?
Oh yeah, she probably would.
It's so weird. She always seems to find you, yet never me.
I mean, this is the first time I've talked to her.
Didn't you talk to her the first day we got here?
Oh no. Who did I talk to? No, I don't believe so.
You talked to Matsunerumi.
Yeah, I talked to Matsunerumi.
Oh, is that the woman that you had gotten flustered and she had ran away?
Oh yeah, that was yeah, I'm not sure if I, offended her anymore considering everything that happened. That might have just been the natural order of things. After everything with the brothers was going on.
You were saying you were talking to Asako.
Yeah. But yeah, I was talking to Asako. She thinks kind of some weird stuff is going on. She's kind of feeling it too. Oh, and she wants us to go check out. There's like a cave around the waterfall. And there's a town there that's abandoned. But she's wanted to check it out, and she's wanted to check out the cave, but she can't because of reasons.
Oh boy, am I very familiar with the people who want everything done yet don't want anything to do with it.
Oh no, but she can't. Fumitaka told her she couldn't go.
Did she ever say why Fumitaka forbade her?
I think she found a magic user on the way here, and she dispatched them, and apparently he didn't want her to. That seems... I asked her why, and she didn't really give a straight answer why. Just that I think it had something to do with, like, it wasn't her job or something of that nature. I don't know.
Interesting. Now, did Fumitaka give her the order to find someone to deal with the stuff that's going on in the waterfall?
No. No, she wants to go, but she can't, so she asked me to. She wants to go because she's really into just cleansing everything. Kind of like how I am, but a little bit more intense about it.
Derek, my armor's all full up, right?
What's all full up?
My armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, my armor should be fixed up here. Everything should be ready to go.
Oh, then we should see if other people want to come with us. We don't know what's going to be there, so maybe the others will want to come.
Oh, for sure. I bet that will get us in a little more adventure. Hopefully there won't be any
Just like
ghosts
old
there.
times.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. Hopefully there aren't any ghosts for Toritaka and Tagashi to find in the cave.
I think
Hate to see
Toritaka
them.
would be really excited if we found a ghost, actually. I don't think Tagashi would be incredibly excited about it. Though I guess, to be fair, I think if I saw a ghost too, I probably wouldn't be excited about it either. I don't think he's being unreasonable about being nervous.
Togashi waking up seeing a woman on his ceiling.
Yeah.
I think I would just die. I think I would just die.
Yeah, I guess it's. I don't know. Sometimes I forget people grow up very differently from how I grew up.
Yeah, but I mean, that's good because, you meet different people and see different perspectives. I know I've learned a lot just being around you and being around everyone.
Yeah, you've learned a lot in the last year.
I have done more in the past year and a half than I've done in my whole 20 years alive.
Keep expanding that, and you might be emperor one day.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think I've ever heard of the I don't know any stories about the emperor, slaying demons. I think that just might be us. I think that's just what we do.
Hey, new world, you never know.
Maybe.
Empress Kaito Yue.
Don't say that too loud. They'll think it's treason. Considering how the world is right now. A scorpion just overhears. It's like, oh god.
And we're doomed.
Like, I'm really gonna have to ask you to stop. I'm just collecting ops. For real.
Yeah. So is Yue going to and Morimoto going to try to see who wants to go on the mission?
Yeah. I mean, I'll chill for a little bit. Let Akihiro have her bath time.
Yeah.
And then eventually,
Sure.
that's what Yue's next kind of task is going around and
gathering
hitting
people
everybody up. Yeah.
Sure. Out of curiosity, because the way, and for those who haven't played, you can choose to stay here or go on this mission. Both things are completely viable. You don't have to as a party move from one location to another. Things will continue to happen here even if you are gone. So I'm curious who wants to stay, who wants to go. Does everyone want to go? Because that's also very fair. Just kind of.
I mean, are we going to talk about this
as
a group to kind of ask questions?
Yeah, if you would like to, that's definitely fine. So yeah, you can convene somewhere, perhaps in the evening, to lay out some ideas, some thoughts.
Yeah, because Sheikah has some news for you guys too.
Sure, you guys can perhaps meet in the evening. Where do you guys like to meet? Do you just meet in one of your rooms normally, or?
Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
I heard there's a really good noodle shop.
Could go get noodles.
Is that the best place to talk about? It's fine. Whatever. Let's go.
I mean, there are probably people in the walls, so I don't really think it matters where we go. If I'm being quite honest.
Just someone's eye peeks out. Yep, there is. It's me, Matsu the Mole Man. And just...
Oh God.
But yeah, you guys can perhaps go to eat some dinner somewhere. Perhaps down in town.
I am back in town.
Shikachu's been here 3 times. 3 times you've been out of the castle today.
No, there's a noodle shop in the castle.
Oh.
Is there?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it. Sure, I'm cool.
I think there's actually 2 of them.
There
That
might
big of a castle?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Look, hold on. Here's some floor plans.
Yeah, it is big.
Share.
Specifically, Castle Town should be like inside the castle, but like that'd be the term. But yeah, you guys could go and get some food.
Very cool. Very hip.
There's other samurai around again, similar to last time, but they're also in their own conversations. I think one person you guys do see. She's come up a few times. Asako Mai is also eats here on occasion as well. So you do see her a ways away. She
Well,
does
you know what we're discussing, so it's fine.
yeah, she smiles and waves from a distance at you, Yue. And probably similar to you, Morimoto Ren, since you've been here a while, and so is she.
He'll return the pleasantry
Sure,
and just quickly Shikuchio and then eye back.
sure.
You are so very strange.
What? What? What have I done?
Anyway, so I have some interesting bits of news.
Yeah, do tell.
So she will kind of go over her meeting, broad strokes. She will let Kaito Yue know. So Shosuro Sume was interested in your presence. I'm not sure why though.
Oh, that's because I think she's engaged or betrothed to the one guy that I told you I had rejected.
Yes,
He's here.
She is engaged. Apparently Bayushi Mikuru arranged the match.
Oh, that's good.
Right. There's more.
I'm really glad.
So, Lady Bayushi Mikuru gave me some interesting insight into the brothers, as well as into the Kuni. He showed up offering his assistance to Daigo, and offered to help with Shadowlands Taint, and has been showing them where to find it. She doesn't say anything more than that. She's talking very quietly.
Oh! It's just, you just see Yue just like nod her head and you just, her strife just goes up.
In a bit more personal news, Lady Bayushi wants something from me, and she gave me something I'm not sure I can turn down.
That's how they always work. Forcing your hand
Yeah, that's-
before you can even say yes or no.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Did you remember the word, the strongest word?
I did remember the strongest word, and while I didn't say it, I also didn't say yes. I told you of my family's demise. She gave me she told me that there are 3 Ronin left. She knew where all 3 of them are. And that one of them was the mastermind, and would probably know who actually orchestrated this crime against my family.
Oh.
In return, she wanted me to support Daigo. I deflected a bit, saying that in order to maintain my appearance of true neutrality, I needed to make acquaintance with Fumitaka and learn of him as a man. Which she accepted, but sweetened the pot, and she pulls out the paper. I need to find this person. I need to ask them some questions, and then I need to behead them.
Oh.
That became real dark real fast.
I'm sorry. Oh, you weren't there. These people killed my family.
I see.
They are not innocent and they do not deserve mercy.
Well, yes, also the part about your the death in altogether. That's where the darkness began, and now it's this road. But anyway, I do understand why you said that you can't say no. Put my thought into that, maybe, possibly a little bit. Just maybe give it a day. A day? A day.
Well, I haven't said yes yet. This was a freebie.
What will you get if you say yes?
She'll give me the other two names.
Hmm.
I was sort of hoping that I might be able to interrogate this man and learn
Hello?
more.
Hello.
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 One other thing you do, like, thing just for you, Bonnie, like that paper that she gave you does also have like a location.
Yeah.
It's not just a name. Just
She-
so you know.
She would say that this is a village near where we encountered the goblins, but not the same one. I understand if some of you do not wish to go, but even if this were not a personal errand, they did kill samurai, and they did kill children.
Well, you certainly know how to tie someone's hands.
I'm not forcing anyone to assist me with this.
No. I am with you. I'm with you.
I would be grateful for any who came with me. This is not urgent, because I look at Kaito. Wait, have you told us about it yet?
I was guessing not because I haven't said anything about it yet.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
This isn't something. Basically, what she'll say is, "This is not something that has to happen tomorrow, but soon would be nice."
Call on me when you need the assistance. Rather not murderers be wandering about honest type.
I'd be happy
have-
to help Chica.
I would too.
Thank you. And any other thing that I forgot to tell you that is relevant to us, I would share to our investigation and quest to expose the badness. I would share. So if I forgot to say something that is probably relevant, I didn't forget to say that in character. I just forgot out of character. But that is interesting dynamic among the three Scorpion. I have a feeling I'll be talking to them again soon.
That's the spirit.
You know, I was sitting here thinking, like, what do I say to this? And I think that's perfect. I think
Yeah.
that was the only
That's
thing
the
I can
spirit.
say
The
to that.
best
That's
three
kind
words
of
anyone can hear.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Love it.
You did A+ on that social interaction right there, Aki.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I talked with Asako Mai, and she's really nice. She's a little intense. She also asked if I could go look into. There's a cave around the waterfall that she's been wanting to look into, but she can't at the moment because her hands are sort of tied. But she asked if I could look into it, and I told her I would, and possibly cleanse it.
Why are her hands tied? I'm assuming in the figurative sense.
Can you see her holding like a cup of tea in the corner?
It was a bad attempt at a joke from Sheikah,
No, it's
okay?
funny. I'm just miming a response. Continue.
That's a bit of her business that I don't really want to get into. But I prefer not to get into it. But I think I believe it's an abandoned village around the area too that might be worth looking into. I would appreciate it if anybody wants to help with that as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I can.
I'm not sure how much exact help I will be, but I certainly will do my best.
I can, if you figure out a way to assist, I can.
I appreciate it.
You know, as well. God damn it, my fucking mouth decided not to work. You know I always have your back, Yue, especially delving into dangerous, adventurous waterfalls, of which we have known not which we will be dealing with.
Yeah, this will be like the second one, I think. This is the second cave we'll be going into that's kind of really mysterious. Nothing bad can happen, right? All the bad stuff happened at the other cave.
Oh, there certainly will be more bad stuff in this cave. I'm almost certain of it, but I'll be here for you.
Probably. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Does anyone else have anything we need to talk about?
Check out my egg.
That's a really good egg. Is it?
Terry, that's the 5th time you brought your egg to show and tell.
I think it's gonna hatch soon.
What kind of bird is it?
Hopefully a falcon.
What happens if it's a duck?
Then I shall raise this
Garrick, it
duck
better
to
be
be
a
the
fucking
fastest
duck.
duck.
We'll see how it goes.
Son of a... I'll raise this duck best way possible.
As a falcon.
As a falcon.
Fly!
Migrate. Do the thing. I don't know.
When do you want to go?
I guess whatever it's convenient for you all.
I'm sure it's no surprise to hear I would like to relax this evening. It's been a rather stressful day.
Oh yeah, no, it's far too late to go now. But whenever you all like to, we can kind of get together and do that.
Welcome back.
Welcome return.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Togashi.
Yes.
As Yue is like talking about this cave, by the way,
Oh no.
your girl is back. And for like the first time, her attention seems to not be so much on you. It seems to be more on Yue, and it seems to be agitated. This creature does. It's like it jerks strangely. It jerks uncomfortably.
I'm uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Have you tried being more comfortable?
It's like, Yue, would you mind, excusing yourself? My ghost is really uncomfortable with your presence.
Ghost back? Fucking.
I don't know how to bring this up.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just letting you know.
Oh wait, would I be able to sense that ghost is out
Uh,
for?
not right now. You would not.
Unlucky.
Unless casually, you don't sense it
I
right now.
don't know how to bring this up.
Does it look like Tagashi wants to bring something up at the moment?
I don't know. Does it? Does Tagashi?
Oh, question. Is Katie
Yeah.
here?
Katie actually spent a lot of the day with Fumitaka. She said she's gonna try to get some information on some stuff. She's gonna do
Oh,
some
that's
scouting
cute.
work.
Yeah, okay.
That's how she phrased it.
Well,
Scouting work.
I will. Yeah. Yeah, scouting work.
I have a question.
She's actually getting to know Fumitaka as a man, but
hmm
I have a question out of character, and this could be. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Sure, go for it.
Did Yue or Katie ask Chio to do the ties that bind on Yue, or was that discussed
No.
between the two of you?
It's just it's so far it's been just like
Okay.
a meme a little bit.
I was,
it's been a meme. Though
Okay.
it would be funny if Katie did come up to her.
We'll
and ask.
see if it eventually gets to that point. Right now we're not there.
because I was like, I don't remember if this was in or out of character, and I'm just gonna, if it was in character, I'm just gonna offer to do it now.
I think if Katie sees UA holding an object from our former
They weren't even
like
lovers.
one
Honestly,
more
she does.
time,
Honestly, she probably does. You
She
probably see her fidget with it a lot. Like it's just around her wrist, and you see kind of like with her other hand, she just kind of like, messes with it.
and if Katie sees you do that like one more time, she's like, I swear to God, I'll call Shiko.
I swear
set
to
the full
all of
force
the
of the-
kami.
I'll stick the full force of the deer on you.
I think deer eat deer. Anyway,
That was
Who
so
knows?
random. Josh, never change.
I was both
The
times
deer
I
eat
had to
deer
go for a
world.
long time. I was just in my head. I was just like,
No, you're good.
deer eat deer.
But yeah, you do.
I will say this. I probably look extremely uncomfortable.
Okay. He looks like he doesn't want to go. No.
I want to
Tagashi,
leave the room.
Tagashi, you don't have to go if you don't want to. I know
No,
it's kind of
let's-
like a.
Let's leave.
It's kind of far.
I love
You're uncomfortable
walking.
with it.
It's one of my favorite things. We should start doing
Me
it right
too.
now. We
Well,
should start doing
we're-
it right now.
We're not leaving tonight, are we?
Why not?
Tagashi, we
I
haven't gotten
eager
the check yet.
Or not to.
We can't walk out on the bill. We live here.
At some point, Derek, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
could I understand that Tagashi's uncomfortability usually means that there's some sort of a ghost at present?
I don't know how much he's told you guys about the ghost. He's told Tori Taka. I can't remember how much he's told other people.
Okay,
last
that's
I
fair.
told Toritaka.
Yeah,
I
we
was
told
gonna say,
Tori Taka.
we
after he
know
pulled
that
it.
he has a sixth sense because
Yeah.
the daimyo definitely
He did. He did.
he definitely mentioned something about it, but we don't know. I don't think we know that he's like frightened of them.
No.
Mhm.
There's
Okay.
also the part where he's like, I feel like I shouldn't say that there's a ghost here because I don't know how the ghost is gonna react.
Yeah, I'll say this. Emily,
It's like all of
what you
those
get
things.
is Tagashi's not eager to get on the mission necessarily. He just looks ready to leave.
I think we should all leave. Let's actually get a different place to stay in. I feel like it's just a good idea.
I'm not leaving
Do
the
you-
castle tonight. I don't. What?
We can get the check if you want to leave. Is there somewhere you have to be?
No. I'm not in a hurry. It's just we should all. Have we ever taken a group walk before? We used to do those around in the Dragonlands.
What?
Oh, that would be really nice.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do a group
Oh.
walk. Just this is a little bit of recreation.
I just want you to know Shika Chio is looking incredibly confused right now.
What are we gonna do? Walk in a square around the castle?
Like she'll go, but she is just looking between everyone to see if they know what the hell is going on.
Katie looks absolutely thrilled that we're
Okay.
gonna go on a
Yeah.
walk together, just to walk around the castle.
It's recreation.
It's recreation. She looks excited.
I mean, I'm down for that too, because that's travel and all that good stuff is my passion. So this is gonna help my strife for sure. But it's the way he's trying to get us to do it.
Sure.
Derek,
yeah.
as a dragon myself, would
Yeah.
in fact going on walks be a favorite pastime?
Honestly,
Kind of.
yeah. I mean, mountains. You got great views. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
just so I know, just in case
It
it was
probably
the other
checks
way.
out.
Like I'm
Okay.
quickly
It's like
climbing a
within
mountain,
months.
so
Like if you guys like lived in like a straight plains, right, where there's nothing in any direction, right, then maybe I would disagree. But you live in some pretty scenic areas. It checks out.
Okay, yeah. No, I definitely second and Tagashi's. Or yeah, let's definitely go on some walks. Those are some great. I had a lot of great memories on some fond walks.
We get the check. We asked for
You
the
do.
check.
You do. It's nothing for you guys.
I
Hardly.
need to
It's
know,
hardly.
does this ghost follow us?
It does.
God fucking damn it.
I'm gonna take my strife off now, but
Sure.
I'm definitely like eyeing Tagashi. Like, are you
He
alright?
doesn't.
Damn
He
it.
doesn't look like he feels any better around the about the walk either. As you begin to,
He
walk
starts
through.
walking. He starts like speed walking.
This is
But
not
he doesn't, like, lead
relaxing,
you guys.
Tagashi. This speed is not
This-
relaxing.
I can slow. Does it slow down with us when we slow down?
Yes.
Oh my.
Is he
fucking-
like looking at something the rest
Yeah.
of us can't see?
I mean,
Yeah.
Takashi, he probably looks like he's being followed. Like he's like looking behind him occasionally, changing his speed.
Tagashi,
why do
Are
you
we
keep looking at you?
what is
Tagashi,
happening?
are we being followed?
I say, and I look. I said, we can go somewhere else. And when I say go somewhere else, I look at the ghost.
We could go somewhere else.
I look at the ghost when I say that. It's the funny thing.
Wait. Do I
No,
have
so-
one of
So far,
your
no.
disadvantages? I could have sworn I have somebody's disadvantages. Maybe it's
Yeah.
Kevin's.
Yeah,
Tagashi-
it is
Tagashi,
the
it's
other
still-
black
I think it's
man's
Kevin's.
desk.
It's
other
doing the
black man.
thing where it's like hiding behind people in buildings. I guess it's following you.
Hey, Tagashi. Please tell us what's actually happening so that we can help you.
A good idea. You know what? Let me tell you over here. And I want to take her. I want to take
Just sprint.
I don't like grab her or anything. I just kind of like, let's go over here. Does it keep looking at me or does it keep look at Yue?
It's alternating a little bit.
Okay,
Right now, you're the one acting more, so probably you more.
Damn it. There's something follow, and I just say, "There's, I need you to know there's something following us."
Which is what?
Don't draw too much attention, but it keeps looking at me and keeps looking at you, and I just feel like it's really bad. So
When did it start looking at
supernatural.
UA?
when we were talking about the plan,
Specifically, at what point?
at what point, Derek? Because Josh did have to like
Um,
run for
whenever you
people.
are talking about like visiting a cave near a waterfall.
Whenever she brought up the cave.
Always
do
the
you think
cave.
Do you think it's significant to this ghost?
Potentially, I never bothered to try to talk to it.
Well, maybe you should try.
No.
I second Sheikah's opinion. That sounds like a pretty good thing to
Is
do.
everything okay over there?
Come here.
Great.
Uh,
But not
Tagashi-
everybody. Not every.
Looks
as
like
you
you're
say- look
sweating.
over, as you look over Togashi and like say that everybody's great, the ghost is gone.
Okay, it's gone, guys.
I'm
It's
walking
gone.
back over to UA and I explain to her everything that I just heard.
Oh,
Takashi's a little high strung, but he means well, I think.
okay.
Just have the ghost
Um,
following.
How long has this ghost been following you?
I thought it was gone, but it followed me from when I got here, I believe. It's gone now. I think
For
it'll
now.
be back again.
For now. It's gone for now.
Yeah.
Is it the same one that ran away from us the last time?
Yes, that one that should have stayed away.
I got you.
I mean, do we want to try to find a kitsu? Maybe they can help.
Kitsu? What's a kitsu, Derek?
Yeah.
Let's see. You met one. It's a lion. Specifically, it's one of the lion clan.
I know we've talked about them in our other sessions. I just don't remember what they were.
Sure. Kitsu kind of speak with the dead. They are like the historians, the culturally culturally conservative of the lion. I think would be a good way to put them. They keep everything conserved. They look after the dead. They speak a lot with their ancestors. That's what they do.
Okay, so they're like spiritualist people.
Yeah.
Very spirity. Okay. Yeah. So do you think they would know how to get rid of it?
I mean, most of their kind of, most of their teachings at the school is usually has to do with ghosts and ancestors and the like. Maybe not ghosts as in like ghosts. And she kind of like gestures to Gashi, like, restless spirits, but they're usually known for talking with ancestors and things. They might be able to help us.
It's not a bad idea. I'm used to just running away from them until they go away.
How's that working out?
It usually works. It's not working with this one.
Wait, usually? This is not the first time?
How long does it usually last?
Like a day or two.
Has it been a day or two?
Bro, you cursed?
About a week. I am not cursed.
Are you sure?
You
I'm
might be
sure.
cursed.
I'm not cursed.
Insight check.
I want to sense if there's a curse.
Yeah, that's what I want to. That's what
I would like.
wanna
I'm just
sense.
gonna do a void, a theology void, just to feel it
Sure.
all out.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whatchamacallit. Hold up. Oh, that's the name of my character sheet.
Everyone's like
But-
theology void, theology void,
Oh
theology
my
void.
god.
Good God.
A lot of theology.
Give me your success totals and all.
I have 2, and I'm gonna use my success to, or my thing, no, is it advantage? Opportunity.
That's a lot of theology. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got some
UA
theology
is,
people.
is a specialist.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
I
I'm
got
learning the
one
ropes.
trick.
I got one move. God damn, it's good.
Can I do theology fire to try to see if there's anything that I might imagine this is?
Theology fire.
I'm gonna use my
Theorize.
my void
Sure.
opportunity to intuit whether you can learn anything of value from your current course of inquiry.
Probably not the best. Probably nothing. Oh, I knew it was nothing. I knew it.
It was
I saw
literally
it
nothing.
before I saw. I thought it before I
That's
saw it.
impressive. I've not seen that. Uh,
So I have 2
Damn.
successes, but I want to use the opportunity to see if there's any point in this line of inquiry.
okay. I think to your opportunities point, there's probably not a point to the line of inquiry whether it's a blessing or a curse. He just sort of has it one way or the other. You don't sense it's anything too weird about him. Like you don't sense a curse on him. And you think if there is one on him, he doesn't know.
Okay.
You don't think he's lying in that sense.
But
Um,
it's not a curse or a blessing. It's just kind of it just is, right?
kind of what you're getting with two. UA, what did you get?
I got 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, you definitely
4,
don't
and then I'll
sense-
use one of the opportunities to remove a strife that I gained from
Sure.
that.
With 4, you definitely don't feel like it's a curse. Sometimes people are blessed by the kami in unique ways. And some people see it as a blessing, some people see it as a curse. So, I mean, from a perspective, it's not like anything has actively cursed him. He's
Mhm.
This is probably an innate thing for him. It's kind of how you view it. You were actively bitten by
Got
an
it.
Oni, but like you may kind of recall back to how Sakamai like viewed it as both like, you've been hurt
It's a
by the same.
blessing and a curse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally a blessing and a curse. Okay, yeah.
With 4, and no one else has 4, right?
No,
No.
I'm not that cool.
With 4, you
Yeah.
also sense something for a minute, kind of behind Togashi. And Togashi, you actually hear something. You just hear 2 words in your right ear to say, "Find me."
Oh no.
I scream.
Okay. Togashi, you will lose 1 glory for this scream.
That was one of the most.
But you know
similar
what?
screams
I will
I've
also
heard.
count this as kind of unmasking. You can reduce your strife to 0 because I'm going to
Yeah.
take something from you.
Oh man, my one stripe that I actually should have removed
Oh,
when I
no.
sat back down.
I realized that the reason why Togashi was like, she's not around anymore is because she's behind him.
Yes,
Togashi,
exactly.
are you all right?
I look around.
You look around.
Yeah.
It's right behind you, just eyes wide, staring at you. There is like like, I mean, it looks horrifying, but there's a terror and an.
I
I'm
move
I'm
away
not
10
gonna
feet.
lie, I like wave my hand where he's looking to see if anything happens.
It goes through.
Okay.
Oh, that probably looks terrifying on my end.
A little
I
bit,
back
yeah.
away. I back like 10 feet away. I jump into someone's arms like I'm Scooby Doo.
I imagine.
Hello.
You know
Oh my God,
what?
lost.
Wait. I think it's Morimoto.
Togashi, I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong.
Go down. So much glory lost across the group. Just.
I'm not. Fuck that. I'm not losing glory. I'm just looking at this like, how did I end up here? All right. So you have a ghost. Anything you know about it?
Won't go away.
Anything
Is he like
else?
afflicted or something?
No,
You're
I think
happy
it's
you
just
can't
something-
see it.
I think it's just something he can do. I don't really think it's a curse or a blessing. Or, it could be both in kind of a more abstract sense.
Well,
But not like a literal curse.
I love everything about what's happening in the scene. I'm not gonna lie.
Yue, does it look like it's taken over them in this aspect?
What was that?
Or Kato, sorry.
If it's taken what?
No,
If-
what
if
did you
it's
say you
take-
cut out
if
there?
it's, like if it's taken a hold of him personally, like I know he doesn't control it, but
No, I don't think not in like a it's tainting him sort of way. I think it's just just something he has.
well, goes my idea of using cleansing, right? But
Just seems to sort of inhale for a really long time, Togashi, before exhaling as well. It twitches strangely.
Find me.
Let's just keep walking, guys. I feel like
We help him up.
I don't,
Sure.
I don't think the walk.
No, you
works.
put him down. There's a difference.
All right. This was a lovely evening. Thank you for your company. I'm going to go walk in the gardens and then go to bed. Would you like to go take care of this tomorrow, Kaito Yue? Or would
Yeah,
you
I
like
mean
to wait?
if it's not too much trouble.
I will meet you all tomorrow morning.
All right.
Oh, I have 6th sense. I can actually just sense.
that's what I have.
Whoa, brother.
Broseph.
What?
Bro.
Bruh.
So the next day will come if you guys are done for this day. Look like just
I
Mhm.
if Katie comes back
Oh
to
yeah,
the
actually,
room.
she does
Yeah.
actually. She comes back at the end of the evening. Actually, kind of lays back on her bed. How was your
How's
day? Oh, I
event.
win. Oh,
I'll go first because yours
Yep.
is probably a lot better than mine,
Hmm.
and we're gonna end the night on a good note.
Oh, was it bad?
I mean, it wasn't. I got tasked. To go see a waterfall, go cleanse it.
Yeah, tasked.
You want to come with us?
Yeah, sure. Well, how far a trip
Yeah.
is it? Because I've gotta watch.
The
Gosh,
boy.
what's his name? The boy.
That's Yuki. Your son's name is Yuki.
Yeah. Forgot. No.
It's a bit of ways out. I don't think we'll be gone overnight, right? How far is
Poten-
it?
Potentially. You're going basically across the bridge over here. It's kind of where she pointed you.
Got it. Okay.
So potentially, yeah,
Um,
probably.
yeah, it might be a day or so trip. We have to go across the bridge closer to going towards Lion's Watch.
I'm a little worried to take him with me out when there's goblins about.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I don't want to, put both of you at risk like that. But yeah, I learned about that. I got asked to do that.
Who asked you to do that?
Asako Mai.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
why? What's going on?
I heard some interesting stuff about her today from Fumitaka.
What'd you hear?
She looks a little uncomfortable for a minute. Apparently she was looking for some corruption stuff on some signs of, the taint and on her trip here and found some. She found some, I guess, younger girl who got her hands on something Maho related and was using it. I think like some sort of
She was
village
saying
dispute.
Yeah, she was saying something about that.
Did she mention how she handled it?
How'd she handle it? No, she just said that now Fumitaka won't let her leave. In a good way. Like, she's still, like, she thinks he's cool and everything, and just...
That's
Yeah,
good.
she can't leave the...
She took the girl to the center of the town and burned her. So people knew not to do that.
Oh! That's a lot. Wow.
Like, not burning the body, she burned her.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we don't go around her with, before being blessed first.
Mm-hmm.
Cleansed. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But, yeah, Fumitaka told her to stay here. Like, she wasn't wrong. It does seem like it was Maho use, but he's afraid to let her wander the countryside if there's death or things. Because he doesn't know what she'll do.
That's valid. Then maybe
She-
it's good that I'm going,
Yeah.
to go check on this and not her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one part of our conversation. Sorry, that got really dark. I know you wanted to end on a good note. How else was your day?
Um, well, I guess let's start out with the other weird thing. So, Takashi can see ghosts, and he's
Oh,
kind of really. They really unnerve him.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. Like really, really, which I guess makes sense. I guess if I saw a ghost too, it would be kind of the same situation. But he kind of had a little bit of a freak out today at dinner. Kind of really showed a bit. But it was definitely interesting. Also, Kikita Sanjay's here with Sanji's here with
He's here?
he got engaged.
Okay. That's good. She's kind of like gauging you for a minute.
Yeah. I think Sumi or Shusuru Sumi, I think.
Scorpion?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I guess
And
good for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Katie is like trying to gauge her a little bit, like there's a little bit of awkwardness, but it's not. It's like, but she's still like happy for him.
Yeah, sure. I guess good for him. I mean, he's Crane, she's Scorpion. They should be both pretty good at diplomacy, in theory.
In theory. But I guess I'll have to say hi at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on there. So how was your day?
Pretty good. Fumitaka was very stressed this morning, but he got better. Talked to some of his people, which was fun. The Daidoji woman definitely does not like me very much.
I can't remember. Did Shika tell Kaido that she was asking about Daidoji, or did she tell Katie?
She told both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, maybe definitely a thing there.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to handle that right now, but otherwise she seems like she's looking out for his best interest pretty hard, actually.
That's good.
He himself has been trying to figure out how to deal with the goblin problem here. They keep attacking apparently by the water, and he doesn't know how to quite handle that. He can't put people all along the coastline. Apparently, like, the garrison here is really low. Did you know that?
No, what? How low's the garrison?
About a quarter of what it should be. At least from what he's saying anyway.
Is it on purpose?
I don't think so. I think it was always kind of low recently. But apparently they've had a lot of people be dishonored and turn Ronin. Fumitaka actually thinks that's partially one of Daigo's people's doing.
What do you mean?
Well, like they each have their supporters, you know? And it seems like a lot of his are getting hit.
A lot of Daigos are getting hit.
No, a lot of Fumitaka's are. In the sense that they're being the ones being their dishonor showing, which kind of I mean, it checks out because Daigo's got scorpion friends. And if anyone's going to
Yeah,
dig up
it's
dirt
just-
on anybody.
I was just thinking that.
Can't really
But
prove
maybe
it.
it's a good idea to kind of, especially with Diodoji, sort of, if she's
Yeah.
getting uncomfortable, maybe you should come with us. Maybe we
so.
find someone. Maybe we find someone we can trust to keep after Yuki for a little bit, and you can come with us, just to kind of put that space there.
Makes me a
Or you
little
can bring
nervous.
Yuki with.
Yeah,
You
at
can
that
bring
point,
Yuki with us too.
at that point, I'd probably just bring him. I don't want to leave him here with Akuni when I'm not here.
I think Sheikah would really like that.
But yeah, otherwise, Fumitaka's a pretty nice guy, actually. I think he genuinely cares a good deal about this place. He's not quite sure how to do everything yet, but it feels like it was kind of dropped on him. At least that's how he's acting about it.
Oh, something else you kind of missed at dinner. Shigechio was saying that the scorpion, I think Bayushi, offered her information to help kind of get more people on Daigo's side.
Hmm.
So we might hear a bit more about that in a little bit.
She nods.
But yeah, I think you should come with us. I think we're going tomorrow morning, possibly.
She nods and kind of lays back a bit. Yue, there's a lot of people who don't know if, like, Fumitaka's telling the truth about his father wanting him to take over in, like, his final moments, because they can't really prove it. I think I believe him.
Well, then I believe him too, because I believe you. I trust you.
She nods. I don't know what to do with that, but I don't think he's lying about it. Yeah, I think
Well,
that's the. Mhm.
Yep. Then we got to figure out a way to get people on his side, I guess.
And she will. That's probably about the extent of what she wants to talk about this evening. Though she does tell
Fair
you
and
that,
valid.
that it was a fun day. Minus
Yeah.
the crane. Minus Daidoji being a little weird.
No, I definitely think, like, Kaito might be like, you might need to go talk to her about that and just be like, you didn't realize.
Yeah.
You'll back off. Especially if there's a scorpion digging up and dishonoring people.
Yeah. That's potentially dangerous.
Yeah. Be
Just
better
a-
if we
just
had
a
kind of
bit.
an ally in that sense.
But yeah.
We'll do that
Um,
before she leaves. Before we leave
yeah.
in the morning.
I think we'll probably call it there, as you guys will get ready to depart humility's lesson for whatever this cave is.
It's the caviest cave of all caves.
It's actually
One-
Plato's cave.
Plato's cave. Your ghost is following you, Tagashi, today.
I hate
It-
this.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I go hang out with a servant girl or something. I hate it here, bro.
We love
That's
the
so
ghost cave.
ominous. It's so ominous. It's coming. It's on its way.
So who here
The only words you've ever heard it say is "find me."
commerce, culture, government.
And I responded with no.
Well, you got it anyway.
It's the strongest word. It is the strongest word.
It is.
Does it get dispelled when I say no?
No, it doesn't.
Sounds like it just did.
It just looks sad. It's like, oh.
The only reaction you've ever got from it is when you like. I think you. What did you do? You called it like ugly or something like that, and it freaked out.
Yeah.
That's so rude. Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
It's